Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from the Hangar Billiards and Sports Lounge. We're here at 121 Scurfield Blvd, and we're here for the Sunday Open 8-Ball Tournament. This is a B-side quarterfinal matchup between Terry Daniels and Leo Karlaftis. The score is currently 1-1, and it looks like Terry just missed the black ball to make it 2-1, so Leo will get a chance here to be able to get ahead. He's got one tied-up ball, though, which is next to the 8-ball, and he's going to try to address it right away, which I believe he just did. Yeah, he got it open. Just turns the cue ball over a little bit there for the 15. Check off the rail gently here for the 8-ball. Eight is good. He's got a 1-game lead. Two to one. And Terry Daniels will be breaking in rack number 4. It is alternate breaks. VNEA rules, for those of you who are wondering what kind of rules they're playing by. Yeah, but I'm using it, man, for my phone. It's about to die. Yeah.
Do you mind if I use it later?
Maybe.
10 minutes. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
And I needed to get into the house. I can leave my phone.
Yeah, just leave your phone here. I'll pass you the cord on the underneath. Just plug it in there. Plug it in there and just plug the phone in. It's hard to say, like, somebody I don't know say, "Here's my cord, man."
No,
but
no,
doing that's fine. If your phone's not here, I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Guy needs to charge his phone. His phone's dying. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Want my phone?" Like, I don't even know you, man. He wants my charger. I said, "It's hard for me to, trust somebody with my charging cord." I said, "It's when I don't know them, right?" And he's like, "Well, I'll just leave my phone here." I said, "Okay, well," I said, "I'm sorry if your phone's not here when you come back." That's funny. I'm just joking around, though. But I can't give up my phone cord, man, because I need that. And that's my life supply for my stream, sort of. Alrighty. Back in action. Oh, yeah, and I forgot I got to do one more thing here. Da, da, da. They got the music not super loud, but, loud enough where it's got me singing still. I didn't get any trouble last time for singing, which was weird because usually people get mad at me, but I must have been having a good voice day that day. Alrighty, and I'll come join you guys here in the room. Reese Lewis says, "We are back. I was going crazy needing my pool fixes." Eric Hoffman, how you doing? Keith White, welcome. Oh yeah, and I gotta share this on the YouTube channel for you guys too, because not everybody knows how to get there. So, ooh, I almost ended the stream by accident. That could have been costly. Dope. There we go. Having a Homer Simpson moment. All right, so that's taken care of, and we'll keep the chat open there for YouTube as well. And wow, catching my breath, man. It seems like I'm always catching my breath. What's up, Randall Crooked Neck? How you doing, man? So I'll pin the YouTube link there for you guys that are wanting to watch on YouTube. Juice. Only way to get back there for that 11 ball. Nice and gentle touch on that one there. Lost the cue ball a little bit though still. It's kind of in a weird spot. So you can see there, he can't really cut it to the side. Oh, what a beautiful executed shot there on that one. Ties up the game at 2. And it was all because of this nice shape there he did on the 9 ball. Just juiced it up, Corey Dual style, man. All right, so 4 racks are in and we're tied. We're moving into rack number 5. Leo just broke. Looks like he made a ball and he's got an opportunity here to start. Nice little spread on that one, man. I guess we're going low ball on this one. Just where that 7 ball is, that's the main reason. Seems to have more control of the table just by taking low ball. 2 balls, I guess, the one that we have to worry about, though. Let's see if it goes. It doesn't, so he has to break that out. He can kind of get to that right away, just drawing back here from the 4 for the 1. And he'll be able to maybe get into it. He might just hit that 11 ball instead of that 12. You'll have to put a lot of extra draw on this and punch it pretty hard, too. There you go. He got the 12 out. So that opens up the 2. He's got position for the 7 ball also now, so he's looking at that. Didn't really want to bump that ball out, and he's going to have to come up with a bank here. I don't think he's got enough for the 6. Yeah, you can fill it in, bro. You guys will play on the next match. All right, so I got to call out one more match. I'm going to wait till this rack is almost done here. I didn't see what he did. Did he do the bank? I missed the shot just because somebody came up at that moment. Oh, man. Oh, and then he lost the cue ball. I got to go watch on my phone here and go back to see what he did. Was that the bank he did? Oh, yeah, he hammered that bank. Oh, nice shot. Too bad I missed the replay on that one, man. So Terry will get a chance to get in the lead here now. This table is pretty open here, and the only kind of situation, I guess, would be the 14, but not really. Interesting that he's leaving these for the end, though, but I guess he's going to shape up for the 14 ball here. Maybe he wasn't thinking about shaping up for the 14, but that's the way it's going to work out anyway. And you'll have to come up with something tricky here to try to get shape on the 13 and avoid collision with that 6 or the 8. Maybe just a quick drawback. Poke draw. That will do it. And the draw angle here pushes him towards the 6 ball, so he might have to just take this to the side. Otherwise, he would have taken it to the corner. Smart choice. 8 ball sitting by the pocket as it started off at the beginning of this rack. And a nice finish there from Terry Daniels taking a 1-game lead. He'll be breaking in rack number 6 for a chance to get on the hill first. I got to go get a match going, so I'm going to go do that right now. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. At the call out matchup, and they started already. And I'll mark it here as a started match. Oops. And these guys are already in the middle of this match. Jules is waiting for the winner of this match here on the TV table. And then we have a teammate showdown on the A side final, which is going to be coming up next. It's going to be good. Dervish Ramazani versus Miles Dolowich. It's going to be a nice showdown, man. One's a really fast player. The other one's a really, really creative player. Like yin and yang, those two. But as teammates, they're incredible teammates to have. I played with them for a couple of years, and it's always fun playing with those guys. Uh-oh. Oh, he just saved himself from scratching there. Well, there isn't a whole lot to work with, though, but might be able to squeeze in a combination here, maybe. Didn't go in, but he's tied up 13 ball a little bit. Not that it's going to hold for long. Mr. Chad Gray, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Gerald Gubash, welcome to the stream. Jerry James, Wayne Nagel, welcome to the stream, guys. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Pamela McKinney, welcome to the stream. Diane Pug, welcome to the stream. Randall said, wow, nice shot. That must have been something I missed, man. Eric Perez, welcome back. Charlene Maines, how you doing? Welcome. Stuart Gansky, welcome to the stream. Ooh, I'm starting to settle into my evening now. I came in here full of energy, man, and now I'm starting to feel a little down. It's been a busy month for me, though. I haven't really had a whole lot of catch up on my sleep, but I did sleep lots throughout my travel on the way back to Winnipeg yesterday, so I guess that kind of made up for it a little bit. He was trying to get into that 7 ball a little bit there. Oh, no, he wasn't. I'm lying. He was just trying to open up that 8-ball. I didn't pay attention till after when I looked at my phone. I bullshit sometimes too, obviously. But I try not to. I wonder if he'll go off the rail here or if he'll follow it through instead. Both options are available. I like following this through off the top rail, side rail, top rail. Yeah, I like this. This is the way I would play it. Bounce. Oh, man. I mean, that was the only real threat. And I know that would have been a bit of a threat, right? So for me, I would have been maybe careful on the pace, but that was the right shot to play. So ball in hand here and a chance for Leo to be able to get on the hill instead of Terry. Oh, and that almost stayed up. Just have to settle for a long shot on the 8-ball here unless he's going to do some juice. Yeah, I would have settled for the long shot on the 8-ball. He's got a bank and he'll go for it, but he's going to miss it. It's going to go on the other side. Oh, no. Oh, it's not the prettiest way to get on the hill, but he's on the hill. What can you do, man, if your opponent wants you to get on there first? You just let him. That's not the way it was intended for Leo, though. But I feel like there, you know, like if he was going to make that play to draw down for it, he had to draw it to the side rail and back. That's the only way he could have done. He would have used a lot of juice to do that. He just tried to short stun it down below that ball, and that's what costed him there. The other option was just to roll it up for the 8-ball, long shot to the bottom left corner. We live and we learn, though, and that's going to be something he's going to have to learn from. And pool players need to have short-term memory because, you know, just like that, you're back into the game, and now you're trying to fend off your opponent from winning. So you need your focus level to go right back up. And this is a beautiful spread here, man. Nice break. He's got a really good break. I wish I could steal his break. He's going to miss that 7-ball. Oh, no, he went in still. It looked like he was cutting it over to the horn a little bit too much. But he made it. Trying to make a decision here. I guess he's thinking about that 1-ball as the finish ball for the 8-ball. And that's where he's kind of sitting at. Now he's got to figure out this 2-ball also, right? So make sure you take a little walk around here and take a look. There you go. Right thing to do. See the angles here. If he just draws back a little bit, he might have the shot to the side. I don't think he's got the angle to run to the 15-ball to push it over, but that would have been perfect if he could have. And so it looks like he's going to have to be changing his plan here. Instead of finishing with the 1, he's going to have to finish with the 2-ball now. And this can still work. He tightened up a little bit there on that one just because he wanted the whole shape for that 2-ball. And he had the perfect shape. Obviously, that's where his mind was at. So Terry with a huge break here. Could have been hill. Instead, he's got a chance to close out. There's no breakouts. No real areas of concern. Maybe the 12-ball because it's sitting, you know, in a kind of a weird spot because of the 8-ball. But I don't really think it's that bad of a layout here. He should be all right to finish. Then again, though, you know, you're playing on a diamond table. Anything can happen on a diamond. One extra bounce, and suddenly you're in a different area and looking at a trouble situation. Kind of like that almost, see? He almost got himself into trouble there. Still okay, though. We can see now that he's got the 15-ball also. Bumps out that 12-ball, which was the only real concern, sort of. It wasn't really a concern, but it wasn't a weird spot, like I said. Spot where maybe a problem could have came. You have to just add the whole shape there. Yeah, I'd rather just whole shape right there. That's what I would do. Perfect. Now all you gotta do here is just play this off the rail with good pace. You wanna end up with an angle on this 11 ball. Does he get the angle? He's gone too far. It's gone way too far. And so this is what I was talking about earlier, you know, fast-paced rails. You just never know. And now he's going to have to come up with a trick shot here. Shooting over the ball, which is going to be really hard to do. He's going to call the side. He's going for a 3-rail kick shot to the side. There isn't enough room for the cue ball to get behind it. But does it go past the 1 to the right side middle? Oh yeah, it does, man. Call in the corner now. Oh, good effort, but he's going to miss it. And that's going to be a ball in hand for Leo. A chance to get on the hill now. And now that 1 ball comes back into play as a finish ball once again. And he should be okay here. There's really no situations anymore. Shot to the side is good. He's on the board again. 4-3. He's on the hill. It's a hill-hill matchup again. I'm telling you, man, anytime I get on a stream table, man, it's always like that. Not all the time, but most of the times feels like it's always going to the hill. Lots of excitement. 7 racks decided nothing, so we're moving into the final rack. Rack number 8. Breaking for the match. And usually in these kind of racks, we always get those weird breaks, man, you know, where everything's all tied up and the cue ball ends up in a weird spot for the opening shot type thing. And we usually have a grind out rack, but every now and then we get wide open spreads and the guy comes in and just runs the table out. We'll see which one is going to be on this one. Rack number 8, Terry Daniels to break. Oh, I told you. This ain't that bad, though. This is actually a nice table, man. I'd be pretty happy with this table right now. It's a hill rack. In my mind, I already ran this table. But, you know, I haven't played pool in a while, so I don't really miss when I'm not playing. Tough to decide here between the solids and the stripes, man. I actually like the stripes a little bit better, but that 12 ball is a bit of a problem. Though you could maybe open that up once you take that 15 ball just by pushing that 5 ball out of the way. That would open up the pocket. The only thing is the kiss off from the 5 on the cue ball. And that's going to work out maybe all right. Close. It's got the shot to the corner still, I believe. If not, he's going to have to settle for that 10 to the side. I don't know if you can see that 13, but that's the one that I'd be looking at right now if I was him. He may not have that. It's calling the 13 ball, though. A little bit of a masse shot here. And you'll make it. Now, we're almost done with the puzzle here, but this is where all the hard work comes in. Not making the shot, but trying to have a follow-up shot after this. And you still have to get that 14 ball somehow. Oh, this is going to get him onto the 12, and I believe that 14 has now opened up for the side pocket. Oh, yeah, man. So we're looking good on this table now. Oh, no, and then he missed the shot. Oh, that's just the anxiousness of the game, man. I've felt it a few times. You get a little too eager about the finish, you know, and then you don't focus enough on the shot. And in the end, you get burnt because of it. Happens to the best of us. And it's just another thing that we have to learn as we go along with the game. And that sigh, yeah, that reminds me of my days when I was there too, man. That's what that sigh was. It's all the years of playing coming back into my mind. He might just try to take this 5 off the 12. Not that he really has to open up that 3 ball, but maybe he feels like he has to. I let it be. I'm not sure this is a comfortable cut on that 3 or not. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But, you know, you could also make this 2 ball to the side, follow it through, come back to a better spot for the 3. You'd end up just slightly above or where that cue ball is right now. Yeah, that works. Pacing through here on that one also. The best way to play pool, honestly, man, is to follow through on the shots. But it just looks so much prettier when you're doing the draw stuff, you know? You do the side spin stuff, it makes you feel like champ, right? So a lot of us get stuck into that champ mentality, trying to look really good at the table type thing. But as you progress over the years and you become a better player, you understand that it's not about how pretty it looks, it's about control. It's about having control of that cue ball, having the shots be delivered clean every time. And usually to deliver a clean shot, the cleanest way to do it is by following through on the cue ball. And, well, he's ended up kind of interesting here. Yeah, he doesn't have anything on this, so he's got, you know, a chance for a jump, chance for a kick shot, and really that's about it. And this is an all-in moment right now if he's going to kick it from that way. I guess you could also try to masse around this ball if you want to. Kind of a risky shot in a sense, but maybe the best choice, unless you have a jumper, you know how to jump. This is a crazy one, the way he's going about it. He's trusting his calculations, though. Yeah, that was the hardest way to hit that ball, I think. And a ball in hand for Leo and a chance to close out the match now. Can he hold his nerves together here? Now you want to take the 11 ball and then the 12. The reason why is because, you know, if you take that 12, you may not get good on that 11 ball, or you might end up finding with a weird cut on that 11 ball. He's going to be all right, though. I have to draw off the rail slightly here for that 8 ball. Good pace on that one. And that's 8 ball for the finish. He'll make it. He'll win the match with a score of 4-4. And that'll update the draw, and we're going to get our A-side final matchup going up right away. Four to 4. Oops, Leo wins. It's weird because Challenge is like, are you sure? Like, how did they win when they tied him up and it's still 4-4? That's their system, though. They got to figure it out. All right, so Terry Daniels will be eliminated from the tournament, and Leo will continue to go. And I'm going to go grade our A-side finalist, and we'll get these guys to have a showdown here. It's going to be a race to 6 between these guys. It's going to be a really, really good matchup. And, yeah. Hang on, let me just set that scoreboard up real quick. These guys already know they're playing next, but, you know, I got to go let them know anyway. We'll put Dervish on the left. And Miles on the right. All right, so the scoreboard has been updated. I'm going to go get them and we're going to get started right away. Okay, so Leo's going to do, looks like Leo's doing the 10 ball break. Dervish on his way here. It should be good, man. Yeah, no problem. We're going to zoom in here on that table at the far end so you guys can see what's going on for the 10 ball break. Leo just broke. He's on that table at the end. By the time I get there, they're going to be over. Did he make a ball? This is the 10 ball break. $85 a ball if you made a ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it was a dry break. I'm going to have the A-side final here right now. Yeah. I can get you guys balls, though, if you guys want to play on that table. Or that one, whichever one you guys want. So, table 2? 2? All right, so these guys are going to get started. I got to go get a set of balls for these other guys, and I'll be right back. All right. Whew. Running around, man. Running around. And I've been neglecting the stream. Sorry, guys. Usually I'm like interacting with everyone, saying hi to people, and I've just been like on my own world right now. See if I missed any comments. Doesn't look like I missed too many comments anyway. Ben Whitford, how you doing? Gene Peacock, welcome to the stream. Hi, Rod says, I watched some games from the Leather Pocket yesterday. Good players. Yeah, they got some great players in Calgary. Honestly, Calgary is like, if you're a pool player, that's where you want to live. If you're a pool player in Canada, well, I don't know, because maybe Toronto's another good spot where you want to be in too. But Calgary is like right there, man. They've always been known as a pool world. They have a rich pool of players out in Alberta, and not just in Calgary. I mean, Edmonton, Red Deer. There's so many different places there that just some incredible players, man. I don't. Just lag. Yeah. Or rock, paper, scissors. They're going to lag for it. All right. And we'll leave it here so we can see the lag. Eric Perez says, on my way to Pool League as we speak. That a boy, Eric. Enjoy it, man. Have a good time out there. And Dave Wilkes, what's up, bro? Art and Smoke from Crazy Eights, how you doing? Blake Lamran, welcome back. Jason, Jonette, welcome. Samantha Paulson, welcome to the stream. Mr. Robert Page, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to neglect you guys for so long, man. I usually say hi to everyone, you know, and interact. Joe Commanda, welcome to the stream. Brent Babcock, how you doing? Ozzy Cotton, Robert Griffith, welcome to the stream. Ermelinda Borges, how you doing? All right, so they sorted that out, and we're going to move over here to our main view now. And, you know, I'm kind of curious about these guys, so time to bring out the clock. I haven't been using the clock, and I love using the clock, man, so I'm going to use it this time again. Now, the shot clock is not the shot clock that you're used to, just so you guys know. The shot clock, usually when you guys see a shot clock, it's a timer, a countdown, right? That's the way you're looking at it. You're like, oh my God, you're running out of time. You better shoot. Well, this is the opposite. This shot clock is to see how long it takes players to shoot. And the idea behind it is to understand the rhythm and pace and the mentality of a player while they're playing. So you'll notice that they have a certain rhythm when they're playing their best. Then that rhythm will change slightly when they're missing shots or whatever. And you're going to see what it was. You know, maybe they shot too fast. Maybe, you know, they didn't take long enough, whatever, right? Or maybe they took too long. Whatever the case, the clock starts now. Wait, no, we got to wait because Derv is just cleaning his glasses. But he's approaching the table, so as soon as he comes up to the table, we're going to start the clock on him. And this is going to be a really good showdown for you guys. All right, there he is. Clock starts. See what he's got. Muggs Hool, how you doing? Tanya Hoffman says, glad to know I'm not the only player that flips off the balls. Yeah, we all go through our moments. Dan Clark, I sent you a message, man. I'm not sure if you got it or not, but I'm hoping you got it. Peter Avila, how you doing? Carol Savage, welcome to the stream. Lee Casto. Barry Brenner says, heading back to Calgary after Christmas. That's Pool Town, man. I love Calgary. You know, a big part of me wished I didn't have to leave when I left. You know, I was enjoying it. It seems like I have so much time when I'm there, but then it's just never enough. And I went to a lot of pool halls, but I didn't get to go to all of them, you know, so there's still more to be conquered out there. 55 seconds start. That's about average. Most players take about 45 seconds, you know, to get started. And then the rhythm between shots depends on the difficulty of the shot. $15 seconds there. Timer doesn't start until the cue ball stops rolling. Yeah, so about 13 to 15 seconds average. It's a little bit closer here, so it should be faster than that. 7 seconds on that one. And this might take a little bit longer here. I guess he can lean into that 12 ball, though, if he really wants to. Yeah, he's got, well, I don't know if he's got it. He might have the angle to lean into the 12. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer for sure. He's more or less stuck taking this 6 ball here. Option B would be a bank shot. I'm not sure he's going to want to take that. Yeah, and he had that 12 ball. That's what I was looking at the whole time, too, was just using that 12 ball to lean on it. Nine seconds on that one. So his pace is a little various depending on, you know, what the situation at the table is. Here's the 8 ball. You imagine this would take a little bit longer, but he's looking to be around the same pace, 9 seconds. Quick work on that rack. 1-0 for Dervish. And now this whole thing started just because I was like, you know, I wanna see how long some of these guys take. Sometimes they don't take that long, you know. Sometimes they're actually pretty good. Oops, what did I just do? Took my scoreboard out. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. But yeah, I just wanted to see the rhythm of some of these guys. So for different reasons, you know, I wanted to see, like, for the top players, for example, if there's a bit of consistency in the pace that they play in every match, right? So I've been finding that a lot of these guys do have a very consistent pace. No friends on that one. And the clock will start as soon as he approaches the table, which is now. Heading back to Calgary after Christmas. Lucky you, man. Jay Martinez, how you doing? Tommy Serbo, Brian Hastings, welcome, guys. Valerie, how you doing? Welcome, or Valerie, Val Marie, welcome to the stream. 26 seconds. He's a bit faster of a player, too. Most shots are, within the 10-second range for this guy, really. $13 on that one. There's something there he doesn't like. He's trying to solve it right now. A little bit of pride here between these guys, too, because they're teammates. Seconds on that one. I don't know if that ball's in the horn or if it goes in the pocket. I feel like it goes in the pocket, though. He's taking a look at it right now to see if it does or not. And he just wanted to get that ball opened up, and he did. But unfortunately for him, he missed the shot. So Dervish will come up to the table, and I guess we'll run the clock now because they're in the match. So however long it takes them to get to the table is irrelevant. It's only at the very beginning of the rack where I give them that grace period. But other than that, every second counts. So his pace is roughly around the same so far, it looks like. Roughly about 15 seconds per shot, something like that. 15 to 20 seconds. And this will be an interesting shot coming up here. He's got to take a look at that 5 ball because that's where he's got. I wonder if he try to break out that pocket open for the 7, or if he just roll it up for the 7 ball to the corner, man. I'm actually surprised he's trying to take this 6 ball right now. He could use that 6 as a finish ball. $26 seconds on that one. Well, now you'll have to break out that 7 ball. This is not going to be good. I mean, it could be depending on the result, but everything lies on the result. Well, he made the shot, and he got the ball out, and he was almost in trouble, but that 7 ball came to the rescue here. And he's going to miss the shot. Now, that was about a 14-second shot, so it was slightly faster than his usual pace, but not by much. That was just a small lack of focus there for a split second, just enough to make him miss. 11 seconds on that one. You can go corner or side here. It's up to you. And his pace is a little faster than usual. Like I said, for most people, they don't shoot as fast as he does. But it works for him, man. And I mean, honestly, I feel like his game has slowed down so much from the last time I seen him. And you probably think there's no way that's slow. But yeah, it's slow compared to what he normally shoots like. John Hool, how you doing? Ron Hoger, welcome to the stream. Barry Bremer says, I really love the 9-foot diamonds. I love the pockets and the hidden spot. And it's even better now that they have that Predator table there, too. They have a 9-foot Predator set up in there. And Jay Martinez says, hello. Thank you very much for the greeting. You're very welcome, man. Eddie Moreno, how you doing? Bienvenido. And Bruce Stewart, Terry Neufeld, welcome to the stream, guys. Kyle Oliver, how you doing? And I was supposed to start the clock. 2 seconds slipped there because I was looking at my phone. This is a pretty open table, though. Shouldn't take them that long to get going here. Let it be. What is he trying to figure out? I guess if he wants to go solid or stripes. I like the stripes better here. But if that 6 goes past, which I don't think it does, then the solids are better. I don't know. I think the stripes are better still. I'm looking at that 7 and that 12 up there. Or 7 and 15, whatever that is up there on the top. So I was about 45 seconds on that one, which is about average really for a startup. And this kind of information may seem irrelevant, but it kind of gives you an idea, you know, what you should be looking at for pace yourself when you're at the table, right? And if you're a faster paced player, then you kind of see the fast paced player. And if you're a more methodical player, then you have an understanding of, you know, how long it takes to be more methodical, right? Just enough pace for the 9. And this one here, he's got to make it work now. Look at that. He missed that shot. So here's a moment that you kind of see. Look, it was 8 seconds for him to take that shot. And that shot was way more difficult than all the other shots that he took that took a little bit longer to shoot at. So now you can see this is where it proves my point. He was out of pace, right? He was out of pace there, man. He shot a little bit too fast, faster than he had been shooting so far, and that's why he missed the shot. And then usually when a player's shooting fast, you also get to see the body movement, right? Because that happens when you're shooting fast, there's body movement. And now this clock also helps the players that are playing when they go back to watch to see and understand, you know, that they lost pace in certain moments, and they can learn from that. Right now, next time they come up to the table and they have a shot like that, they're going to learn to you know, settle down to make sure that they're ready for the shot. "42 seconds. Well, he's got a better shot here on the 9, but he also has a shot on the 12 now, which I thought was a 15 ball earlier, but it was actually a 12. Oops, I started too fast there. That was about a 14-second shot there, too, which is about his pace, right? I feel his pace is around 14, 15 seconds. Slightly faster on that one. He missed the shot. See, on easier shots, it doesn't take too long, right? It shouldn't. But when there's a little bit of thought process, shape, or whatever it may be, it might take a little bit longer. And we're seeing here, like this is a faster pace for him. I don't really see him playing this fast, but when he's comfortable, that's the way he plays. Pacing 8 seconds per shot right now. 5 on that one. And now it's going to take a little bit longer because you want to make sure you get the finish here. So we're looking at the 1 ball, figuring out the right shape for the 8 ball. And that'll take an extra couple of seconds at least. 5 seconds to be exact. Yeah, see, so he's about an 8-second player. When the table's going good for him and it's open, there's not a whole lot of thinking. His pace is about 8 seconds. Mason Mackey, how you doing? Joey Michael Crooked Neck, welcome to the stream. Marianne Merrill, how you doing? Welcome. Tanner Hardy, welcome to the stream. Take a little glance for our folks here on YouTube. How you guys doing over here on YouTube? Rack number 3. We're tied at 1. Clock starts the minute he comes up to the table. Now, on average, most players take about 45 seconds to get set up here, to get started. And I think a lot of that depends on the situations at the table, but this table looks a little bit more open, more available, so it may not take as long. 26 seconds only. And like 10 seconds is, I feel like, is the perfect pace for him. A little bit of commotion going on in the background, so it might be slowing him down a little bit. 8 seconds extra on that one. Oh, and he missed the shot. And the clock starts right away for Dervish because you only get a grace period at the beginning of the rack, and that's it. Arlene Mann from Philly, how you doing? Says, hi, Rod. You're from Philly. How you doing, Arlene? How's your weekend? Nobi Sylvester, welcome to the stream. Alan Schuster, welcome to the stream. Jamie Poncho, welcome to the stream. And I gotta go let these folks know not to unplug my cord because they might unplug my cord. So after the shot, I'm gonna stop the clock and I'm gonna take the clock off while I go over there and talk to these guys. There's only 2 plugins available here by me, and I use one of them, and they're doing something over here too, so they might use the plugin. 30 seconds there. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go and make sure that I prevent any situations from happening. All right, 2-1 for Miles. Ooh. Running out of breath, man, fast. Doesn't take a lot of effort nowadays. I used to be an athlete growing up. Played all sorts of sports, and not just like high school, but actual like for communities and stuff like that. Travel to different cities to compete too. So yeah, I used to be in quite the shape. But those are days of the past now, and fainted memories, I guess. Now I get up and I walk from here to the end of this table, and I'm out of breath, man. And you know they say when you like when you smoke, you lose your breath a lot, right? But then when you stop smoking, they say you get that all back. I think they lied, man. I stopped smoking what, like 12 years ago. I'm still running out of breath all the time. Yeah, it's smart to take the 6 ball out of the way now. That 1 ball is kind of a concern too, but it goes to the side, so it's no big deal. Now, do you hit this soft or you try to hit this power through with a draw? Yeah, that's what you do there. You just power through with a draw. Smart. Now he's got the option here for the 1 ball or the 5. 5 ball is probably better than the 1. 1 ball can come up next after this. It's going to open up the 8 ball there. Now he's got the shot on the 1 ball. That was a well-timed, smart shot. And he's got to be careful here because he's going to have a tension line that runs him towards that 12. And that 14 ball might be a blocker in the end because of it. All depending on whether he gets on the right side of this 12 or the left side of the 12. If he gets on the right side, he'll be fine. Oh, he took it to the corner instead. Oh, that's a smart shot. That changed everything right there. That gave him all the control he needed by just switching up to the corner. Oh, so you got to make a choice here. I'm thinking taking the 4 ball. But you might get tempted to take that 7 ball. But you're supposed to take the 4 ball here and come out the rail and make the 7 in the same pocket. He just pushed the cue ball through onto the 7, and that sets up for the 7 on the side now. We'll have to do a bit of a drawback here just for the 8 ball. Yeah, not a whole lot, just enough, you know. Eight is good, and he's tied up at 2 now. I don't think any one of these guys will be interested in splitting, so whoever wins here is going to want to play the set at the final. Every time I've seen these guys play, they're more about the pride of winning than they are about the money. Everybody's got their own reasons why they come out and play, right? I mean, there's other things too that come into play, like say, for example, you got to work in the morning, right? So if that's the case, it gets late, you're okay, you know what, let's just split this right now. Call it a night, get some rest, right? But these guys, they work in the morning. Even then, they will still play because to them, it's not about the money. It's about playing your best and winning. Four games in, and we're tied up. Rack number 5, Dervish Ramazani to break. Makes 2 off the break, and well, this is a nice little spread. He's got a good table to work with here. There's always some sort of situation, but this one has no situations, man. I mean, you're taking low ball here, everything's open. That's a 13 ball that's sitting on top, or the 11 ball, or 15 ball on the top of the table. Give you guys an angle there so you can see better, because it kind of looks like a 5 from the other angle, but it's a 13. So all the solids are opened up here. Joven Fajardo Rico Hermoso, bienvenido. Murray Morrison, how you doing? JT De Leon, welcome to the stream. Rick Darlene Shoemaker, welcome. Norman Chris Warford, welcome to the stream. For you? Thank you. And you'll be playing the winner of Nathan and Brian, which I think they just finished too. Jules just won his match. Nathan, did you win? What was the score? 4-2 for you? right, so Nathan Wood and Jules Chartier are going to be playing next. They're on the B-side semifinal matchup. A little bit too far for that 8 ball. And this is kind of a weird spot, man. You got to choose which way to go. You're started off thinking about the top right corner, but now you're switching to the top left corner. And that adjustment alone sometimes can throw a player off, so you got to be careful here. Good time to kind of reset there. You'll make it. 3-2, he takes the lead. That was a nice break, though. Really nice break. I don't know how I'm wearing down, man. I slept. Have a good night, man. I slept, I don't know, like 8 hours yesterday on the way back to Winnipeg, and then I came home and I hung out with my kid for like an hour and a half, my newborn baby and my children, and then I was like, I'm gonna go take my baby for a little nap upstairs. So I went and took him upstairs, and I think the idea in my head was that, I was gonna put him to sleep and then just relax for a little bit beside him and just enjoy some time with him. And I ended up falling asleep too, man. And then I woke up like at 2 a.m. I was like, okay, well, you have a choice now. You either get up or you go back to sleep, right? And I was like, well, I'll just go back to sleep. And now this is the reason why I went back to sleep last night, because I like to stay up and do my work whenever I can, right? And I had a lot of work to do because I had to reset my stream for today. But Team Canada was playing today for the FIFA World Cup, and that's something that I'm Spanish, right? So being a Spanish person, we love soccer. That's just what we're born into, kind of. I mean, I swear to God, when I was born, the first picture that I had was with a soccer ball. But anyways, I haven't watched soccer in quite some time, right? Because this hasn't been my thing. Now I'm Canada again, so I'm all hockey, right? But then they had the World Cup in Qatar, and I was like, okay, well, everybody's talking about this and that, and I was like, well, I still haven't watching the games. And then I looked at on the screen, and I guess I see that Canada's playing today in the morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, well, I got to see Canada play, right? It's got to be exciting to watch Canada play in a World Cup again. Last time I watched Canada play in a World Cup, I believe, was in 1986. And that year was something special. They had an incredible goalie, but they didn't do very good. And this year, like, I don't know, I just wanted to see what the hype was, right? Canada being on the World Cup again is kind of cool. So I got to go to sleep last night, and I woke up this morning to watch the World Cup. And first of all, let me go a little bit further than this. My daughter had a project to do for school, and it has something to do with watching that game. So I said, okay, you know what? That's another decision why I decided to go to sleep last night and stay asleep. I said, I'm going to wake up in the morning so I can wake up my daughter so she can pay attention to this match, and so she can, have a report or whatever she's got to do for school. So anyways, I wake up and I'm like, hey, it's time to wake up, baby. The soccer game's about to start. And she looks at me all googly-eyed, like, oh my gosh, she's tired. I said, listen, if you're tired, you don't have to get up right now, baby. So you can just go back to sleep. It's no big deal, I said, I'll record it for you, whatever, right? So I set the recording or whatever, and I start watching the game, and, Canada scores a goal right away. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm just screaming. I'm going off. I'm just going nuts because I love soccer, right? I forgot how much I love soccer until I started watching it today. And then I'm going off about it, right? Because Canada's got me all excited. I'm thinking they're real contenders, right? They're up 1-0 for most of the first quarter or the first half of the game. Then suddenly, Croatia scores, and then Croatia scores again. And I was like, oh man, okay, this is why I stopped watching football or soccer. But anyways, as I started getting all excited, my daughter eventually comes downstairs. She couldn't resist, right? Like I woke up everyone being so excited, man, screaming. But Canada got eliminated today. Just not a Canadian year. But I mean, Canada's never really made it too far in the Olympics in the World Cup to begin with. There's a party coming in here right away, right next to me, and I gotta be careful that they don't triple my cord. He had to open up those 2 balls, and he's got them split open, but he's got himself in a tough spot. The only thing I can see here is a cut to the side on the 2 ball, which is going to be very difficult to do. Cue ball control is going to be out the door on this one because it's irrelevant. All that matters here is just making the shot. What he can do is compensate how much he hits it by to be able to run into that 1 ball. I only see a cut to the side. I don't know what he's looking at. Is he thinking he can get this past the 15 to the corner? I'm not sure he can do that. But I mean, the cut to the side is pretty intense to begin with. Dennis Brzezinski, how you doing? George Gunn, welcome. What's up, Mike Orvis? Charles Williver, Lisa Bossman, welcome to the stream. Oh, he's left him pretty tight. Maybe able to do the combination here. That's what he's going to call anyway. It's going to miss it though. And a chance here for Miles to be able to tie up the game. Fairly simple finish here now. It never really is though. But we always try to tell ourselves that it is, right? And he should be taking the 1 ball here. Just a little jab. Just like that. And you just draw back for the 8 ball here. Just roll it up a little bit and make the 8 ball in the top left corner. Not sure what he was thinking about there. A little bit too much pace on that one. But he has the shot available for him anyway. Just a little bit more difficult than it had to be. And he's going to miss the shot. It was a little bit more difficult than it had to be, though. So Dervish will get another chance here. When it looked like he was going to be in a tied-up match, now he's got a chance to get a 2-game lead. We'll have to take the cue ball around a couple of rails here on this one. It's just the right thing to do. You know, you want to get a different approach at the table. And that's going to work out beauty, man, because he's got that 10 ball to the side, so now he's got full control of the table here. All he's got to do is set up for the 13 ball, and then he can roll it up for the 15 to the side. Well, with this angle here, he's going to have to improvise. You know, have to draw this over, and I think he should be looking to see if the 15 goes past that 8 ball. Oh, he's just going to bump that 15 ball open. Yeah, there wasn't enough time there to consider the options, I think. I think he was just committed to making the shot, and that's all he was really focused on. And this will be a scratch your head moment here, trying to figure things out. He can play a safety, though. He's going to call a safety. And all he's really got to do is just kind of hit that 14 ball flush on the top side. Then the cue ball will hit the rail and will be tucked up next to that 15. Oh, I don't know. I guess it's makeable, right? So it almost looked like he was going to give it to him, but he shouldn't give it to him. Should make him shoot it. Look at this. Oh my God, so close. Ooh, 3-3. Well, we've had 2 hill matches so far. This one is starting to have the signature for another one. But you never know. You never know, man. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this right now, maybe you guys can like and share the stream. I try not to ask for it no more, man, but I'm going to ask for it this time. Maybe you guys can like and share the stream for me. I'd appreciate it if you guys do. And if you haven't gone to my YouTube channel yet to subscribe, that's another thing you can do for me. I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and it's been a bit of a challenge, I guess. I only stream on there on Sundays and whenever I go out of town for other gigs and stuff like that. But I went out to Swan Lake for an event, and my YouTube was down at the time. It's just I lost my account, and it took me some time to rescue it, but I got it back. It's mine again. For a while, I thought maybe the hackers got it, you know, and you always got to watch out for hackers, especially on YouTube, right? I'm thinking, why would you want to hack my account, man? I'm just a guy that loves pool. And I really do. Are you okay?
I'm getting better every day at certainly doing my own competition all day. Eat all day and I'm still here now after so yeah. So I'm doing that. Christmas for sure. I'll be back to 100%. I think so, yeah. I've been ready for this. Yeah, I know. I think a lot of friends
All right, sorry guys, I had to mute the mic there for a second. I was in a short meeting. Short meeting. Everybody's like, "What happened? What happened? It's all quiet." I'm sorry. I was gonna say like I should have a little discretion here on the top that says, "By the way, I muted you." So I'll be running the tournament next Sunday. That was one of the things I was in the meeting about. Just wanted to see if I'm available to run the tournament tomorrow, Sunday. So I'll be here early next Sunday. I don't know if I'll be able to play, man, because my body's all messed up and I'm trying to take a break from pool just so I can let my body kind of heal up. But if I'm going to be here that early, I almost feel like I should play, but I won't. I probably won't. I was already thinking about messaging my team and letting them know that I can't play on Tuesday either. Just, I'm trying to figure out, whether or not I should take it easy or be more aggressive. Oh, and it's 4-4 between these guys. I missed a couple of games here. Is it 4-4? Okay, I gotta wait till they finish here, and then I'll figure out what the score is. I thought they were 3-3, but their scoreboard over there says 4-4, so. He's trying to figure out what to do with his fine ball.
Hey, Dervish, is it 4-4? Okay, I have 3-3.
Thank you. Yeah, it's 4-4. Sorry. Dropping the ball, man. But I was in a meeting and I got distracted and I had to go. I walked over there also to take care of that cord, so that's probably where I lost track of the score, man. My bad. Don't judge me. I said that to the WPBA guys too when they came out to Red Deer, and they were like, "Hey man, love your style, blah blah blah." I was like, "Hey man, don't judge me." I was like, I'm being serious about it too because like I was having a rough day, especially on my opening day out there. We've been working every day till like 5 in the morning, trying to get the table set up and all that stuff. And I came in the next day, so we were there till like 5 in the morning. I started streaming at 9 in the morning the next day. You need me to watch a shot? I'll be right back.
You got a kick shot for it?
We need your ultra slow mo for this one. It's gonna be close.
That was a good hit. Barely, man. Huh? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
I have to go watch that shot. I don't know. That one might stay in the archives because that was an interesting one. He made a really good attempt at cutting that ball. Safety coming up here. And you want to open these balls up a little bit. That didn't work out too good for him, though. But he wanted to open them up a little bit better. I think he's giving him a nice shot here for a kick. And it's almost true, almost. What makes it not true is the fact that he doesn't have the contact point that he wants to hit it at. You know what I mean? Because normally you, for this one, you kind of want to hit it about here, right? In this area here. But he doesn't have that, so that means that he's going to have to hit from here and then spin his way over here, which is going to be a little bit harder to do. But he's going to make it, though. He nails it. He almost missed that 8-ball, man. 5-4. He's on the hill. This is the A-side final, by the way. Just like the drawing almost described it there. Perfect little hit. Well, he's got his back against the wall. He needs to win this game now. He makes a ball off the break. He has an opening shot, but there's a bit of a cluster here. So he'll have to work out the puzzle first before he gets going. He can start off with a 1-ball if he wants to take the stripes here and bump out that 2-ball off the rail. Or I mean the solids, bump out the 2 off the rail. Almost maybe a 2-and-1, so you can make the 1, bump out the 2, get the spin off the 2-ball with the cue ball to open up the 3-ball a little bit more. Or hold it against the rail for the 4-ball on the side. You could also take the stripes if you want to. Then you just start off with a 3-ball combination using the 2-ball. And that was good. So you get that 2-ball out. Now he's got the 4-ball. He's got the 2-ball also if he doesn't have the 4. Looks like he's taking the 3 to the bottom right corner. And that's probably the tightest shot that he should be not taking right now. But it'll be his decision to make. Yeah, I wasn't sure about taking that shot, man. And, well, he's given Miles a chance to close out the match now. And normally he would have a tough spot to start with here, but it looks like he's got a nice, easy combination to start. Or maybe not. Angles are deceiving. I guess a lot of this just mainly depends on, you know, whether or not they're both frozen to the rail. I like taking this combination with a lot of left-hand spin just so you can get that cue ball to come into that 4 and open up that 9-ball also. Oh, and it barely went in. You might as well take that, what is it, 10-ball down the bottom here. Just be patient, man. Just be patient. You got lots of options here to get out. But that 10-ball doesn't have much of a pocket, and you have a full pocket right now. Yeah, there's a pocket for that 9-ball. I feel like you might have to break it out still. Maybe draw back here. Follow it through. Maybe too much pace, so. Oh, he's all right. He's got the shot. Yeah, he's got the shot. And now he's got an angle for the breakout, too. And he wants to split this 4 and the 9. Ideally, you want to hit the 4 first, then hit the 9. Yeah, like that. I'm taking the 9 ball here. The only thing he doesn't like the small gap between the 5 and the 6, so he might get tempted to take the 15 because of that. It'll be a lot more difficult to get shape that way, though, because you have to rip into this ball if you're going to go with the 15. You're more or less just trusting the angles, and whenever it hits that 5 or 8, you're going to trust that it's going to give you something on that 9. Yeah, I would have liked taking that 9 ball instead there, but maybe, you know, it was the right call on his part. Each player makes a decision according to what they see at the table and how they see the table. Oh, no. And that's the worst part. He's giving him a shot on the 9. He would have got lucky there, perhaps, if he not given him the shot on the 9. But now, well, I guess he didn't really sell the table because he's giving him a shot on the 9 ball, but the breakout on that 15 is pretty tight. Now, that one thin area there between the 5 and 6 that he didn't want to use earlier for shape on the 15, he's going to have to use that space to try to get that 15 ball opened up. You want to hit this just slightly right at 6 o'clock. He's going off the rails like this way, though. I didn't like that choice. That wouldn't have been my choice. I got to go watch a shot. I'll be right back. And we're going to put the side view here so you guys can see it from there. Well, we missed the highlight of the day. Damn it. But what a shot that was. That was the highlight of the day, man. I got robbed. Absolutely robbed. What a shot that was, though. What a finish, man. So highlight of the day. Damn it. So damn it. I am so mad about it. But what can you do, you know? What can you do? So we move over to this table here. This is the next match that's going on right now. This is Nathan Wood versus Jules Chartier. Back it up a bit. Sorry, I didn't pre-program this one. And 6-4, the final score. What a shot that was. Miles, you make me mad, man. I said that to him too. I said, well, that was a beautiful shot. I said, and that was the highlight of the day. I said, now I'm mad at you because I missed it. Damn it. I got robbed, man. And I had no idea what these guys are at, but let's see. So Miles is through A-side finalist. Dervish will wait for the winner of this table. So I might as well just keep it on these guys for now. We'll change the score here. Put Nathan Wood on the left. And Jules on the right. All right, and I believe Nathan would be a 5 on this one because the B side, and Jules would be a 4. So we'll update that there too for the races. And the score is 1 for somebody, and I don't know what the score is for the other person, but I'll find out. I won't interrupt them until they're done here. One thing until I for sure there should be 1-1 at least. So I'll leave it as 1-1 for now until I find out who is what.
Hey, Nate, what's the score between you guys?
3-1 for Jules right now. So look at Jules is about to close out the match on this one. And that'll put us straight to the B-side final next. Which, I gotta adjust this here. I might have to make the adjustment on YouTube as well. A-side finals. A-side final. And championship match. Okay, so I don't know if I can edit that on the YouTube. I'm gonna try to edit that on YouTube too. Oh yeah, it's gonna let me edit it too. All right. I didn't know that I can make those adjustments on YouTube, but I was able to there. Oh man, he scratched, but he didn't make the ball, but that was close.
It's up to you guys. You're on the TV table no matter what, so it's better on this one.
It's 2-2. It should have been 3-1, but it was actually 2-1 then, so it was 2-2 now. And we're gonna switch over our main table now because these guys are playing over here. We will resume the match on the main table now. The winner here has to play against Dervish, who's patiently waiting here on the sideline. I can't believe I missed the highlight of the day, man, but I have to go watch the shot. And looks like a dry break there, so Jules will get a chance on this table. What's up, Sean? Tony Mills. Logan Wakamoto, welcome to the stream. Ferris Holmes, how you doing? Are you related to Clinton and Blake Holmes? Carol Stein, how you doing? Bill Seward, welcome to the stream. Jay Moore, Joe Cave, Albert Rad, welcome guys. I wonder what he wonders. Nice cut on the 1. That little bump on the 7 might have helped. Oh no, I went too far. Now that's become a problem. So I have no choice but to take the 6 ball now. He'll have no choice but to follow up with the 4 ball after that. And it's going to get tricky when it gets to the 3 to the 7 or the 4 to the 7. It has no pocket right now. Maybe the side pocket only. I wonder if that 3 goes to the side. Can't tell from this angle either. You can see the 7 ball goes to that side though. Now you could just settle for the shot on the 3 ball to the top left corner, follow the cue ball up into that 7 ball. Or above the 7 ball, whichever way works for him. And that 11 ball is sitting in a kind of interesting spot too, so it might be able to help him to make that 7 off the rail, off the 11 in that top right corner. That's what he's looking at right now. Yeah, that's what he's selling for here. Well, maybe it goes in straight. From this angle, it looks like it goes in straight. Here, I thought that 7 ball was going to be a problem. Eight is good. He's on the hill. 3 to 2. 3-2, yeah.
What's the race between you guys? Nate, what? You're a 5? No. 4? You're a 5. Oh, you're both 4s. Okay.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, they're both 4s. I thought there was a 1 game difference between them, but there isn't. So, Jules on the hill. Nathan Wood waiting for a chance to get on the hill. His back is officially against the wall now. In a do or die situation with his opponent breaking. Here we go. Rack number 6. Jill Chartier to break. Breaking for the match. Smash and break. Needs something to go in. And no friends, man. So Nathan Wood will get a chance here to be able to tie things up, but he'll have to earn it. A little bit of work on this table. Needs to stay clear of any situation there. He's done good to avoid it all. Shooting slightly over the ball here. Not a whole lot. Shouldn't be enough to interfere with it, the shot anyway, but might run into that 6 ball maybe. Though he should be able to avoid it. Lost the cue ball a little bit there, but he still has a shot on the 6. Controls the pace on that 6 ball, but he's going to miss the shot. He was perfect for the out there. The only good thing about him not making that 6 is that it blocks the pocket for the 13 and the sorry, not the 13, the 9 ball and the 15. Though that combination to the bottom right corner looks like it's somewhat wired. However, getting past the side pocket is always tricky on those kind of shots. Now, Jules has to be looking at how to take over this pocket, basically. Without giving his opponent the chance to close out. Tough to make the shot to the side pocket too because it doesn't really give you the angle that you're looking for to be able to get up table here for this trouble area. So if he used to make this, you don't go here, the cue ball can come here, and then he can maybe get over here and come back that way, but that's going to be, you know, a lot of extra. And almost for no reward, really. Now, if he goes down here to make this one, right, then the cue ball will come here, and it's not going to help him much either. This will become a game of patience now. Oh, he's giving him a shot here on the 14 to the side. Not an easy shot, though, but he's giving him a shot. And other than that, he's got to start looking at safety options here, which there aren't a whole lot of them. Especially because the blockers, the only blockers that he kind of has are the ones that he would have to hit to be able to play a safety. Trying to think what I would do here if I was him. I guess I would, I don't know, go with the 10 ball, hit the 10 ball a little bit. You know, so from here to here, get the cue ball, oops. From here to here, then they get the cue ball to just kind of come off here and then slightly this way, just a little bit. But then I think the combination on the 5-6 is going to be available no matter what, so actually better off, instead of leaving the cue ball here where I was talking about earlier, he might be better off to leave the cue ball somewhere up here. Right, that's probably the better spot. I just don't see any of their options. Maybe the 12 off the 13 to the side pocket, that's another option. Then you have more of a natural angle to leave the cue ball where I was pointing at. Oh, he made that to the corner. I didn't know that shot can go in. I guess I should have used my side view for that so I can see better. But and here it looks like he's good on that 11 ball. But the finish isn't available for him yet, so it's not, I feel like it's not worth to start making balls for no reason when those balls could be safety balls or breakout ball options. I think what I'm doing here, if I'm him, I just play a combination 14 into the 6, take over that pocket, bring the cue ball all the way down. I don't think he's seeing it though. You know, you send that here, and then the cue ball will come off here, back this way. You take over the pocket. And then you push your opponent in a weird situation because, you know, they don't really have anything to shoot at. Yeah, you can make this shot no problem, but it's just not going to benefit him in any way. Can make the shot. And, well, he's got a little bit of fortune here because he can cut this ball to the side pocket and then get the cue ball to run into the 5, which will push the 5 into those 2 stripes. It's not going to be enough force to break them out, though. Now he's going with a call to the corner. So this is the shot that I said a little while ago here. He's going to play that shot now. I guess it's okay because now he's got that 5 ball kind of blocked too by that 10 or 12, whichever one it is, the 10 ball. That's going to be a good leave. Now, what do you do? I guess you just plug the pocket here. Or maybe you make that 10 ball and then plug the pocket. No, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm thinking about plugging the pocket by splitting up that 15 and 9, but that's not a good idea. If anything, he wants that ball to stay up, so that's good for him. That worked out really good for him. He was actually trying to make it, but that worked out really good. Oh, and almost the perfect weight, but the cue ball goes in the pocket and it'll be a ball in hand. And now that makes things a little bit easier here for Jules, but he still has to get the breakout. You're not playing this combination, no matter how tempting it looks. You have to break this out. Taking this 10 to the top left corner with an angle to break into these two balls is the only way to do it. See, so he's thinking about going this way, which this way will work too, but it's not going to give him a guaranteed breakout. He should be taking this the other way. To the top left corner, as I was saying. And now, well, you'll have to play smart here. I don't know if he's got anything available. I guess you can try to see if that combination was wired or not, but that's kind of a Hail Mary shot. I think what you got to do here is you got to play this bank, right? But you want to get that 15 to kick out that 9 ball a little bit while you take that cue ball and try to get that cue ball down in the bottom left corner somewhere. Well, that's going to turn the table over here for a chance for Nathan to tie things up. You'll have to run into this 1 ball now. Oh, no, he was able to hold the pace there. I thought he wasn't going to be able to hold the cue ball pace on that one, but he was fine. Easy peasy. And 8 ball on the side is good. He's on the hill. Hill. I'm on a roll, man. I'm on a roll. That A-side final should have been a hill matchup too. So we got a tied up game. It comes down to the last rack. Nathan Wood to break. Jason Grismore says smack the 15 and stick the cue ball behind it with the ball in hand. Been my move. Yeah, you have to make a couple different decisions there. Tanya Hoffman, how you doing? Says, hey Rod, did you get to watch Turn the River yet? I have not been able to watch it, no. I've just been busy, you know, lots of work, not just with pool, but my other work that I do too has just been lots and graphic works. And I haven't really had a chance to really breathe much, but you know, I'm here breathing right now, so I guess I'm grateful. The opposite would be not breathing, and I don't think anybody would be grateful for that. Well, maybe my haters, but you know, they probably regret it in the long run. I keep them alive. Why is the world like that anyway, man? I never understood that. You know, I grew up playing sports with people, you know, and it seemed like it was just, you know, play your best, do your best, and that was that. There was never no hate involved when you were growing up, you know, and then you become an adult, and I played lots of different sports as an adult too, but I never had to deal with that. And pool, man, pool, there's like I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Pool World, man. People just turn on you sometimes, and for no reason either, man. Get in there. And did he hook himself? Maybe he's looking at a slight masse shot here or a jump shot, but he doesn't have a jump cue. That means he's gonna have to masse this. He's boring somebody else's jump cue. He doesn't own a jump cue, so we'll see how good his jump shots are. Yeah, I know. It's only about an eighth of a ball jump, so it's not too tough. But he's going to hit that 15 ball anyway, and then he's going to lose the 8 ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dramatic finish to that hill-hill matchup. Unbelievable. Well, that serves him right for using somebody else's jump cue anyway. No, yeah. Well, and I was saying, like, he doesn't own a jump cue, so I don't even know if he can jump, right? Like, yeah.
He shoots. Shape and control.
Yeah.
You got the general area.
Yeah, yeah.
The kiss on the 15 there's other ways of doing it. It's kind of funny, eh?
Yeah. All right. So now we're moving into the B-side final. And, we'll put Jules on the left on this one. Just so everybody knows that it's a fresh game. And Dervish will go on the right. And I believe there should be a 5 on this one. That was a weird finish. Yeah, I know. Just wait, what was 4? That was 4-3, right? I'll be right back.
It's okay. It happens wrong. Same with the bar up. I'm with the letter. We're in fourth.
Okay, so hang on. I got to go do something real quick, but I'm gonna have to abandon the stream for just a few minutes here. I gotta show something. Got a customer that wants to check out Jam Up apparel gear. Oops. And so I'm gonna set him up here to show him what's available for him and the process because he's looking to get some nice gear. Yeah, it's not bad. They're roughly all the same price, really. If you sign up, you're going to get 20% off. They're on sale right now, too. This is the new ones that came out, $69.95. This is all USB. The one that Ben Francis was wearing was this one. So, yeah, his was something like that too. I think this also was too. This is the one that I think I'm wearing right now. It looks different than the one that Ben was wearing. So you go here, tell you really if you can customize it. See, there's no customize. So you can't customize. It comes up to the floor as well. You go on to like say, let's say like this one. This one you can put. Yeah, you can't see this person. It's only extra $10. Go to jamupapparel.com. Try to get it to you here before Christmas. I'll ask them to put a restaurant. Yeah. But yeah, just take a look. It's nice to wear and represent something. And they have. You like wearing hats too, right? Like they have hats that are like $30, man. You know, and I love this hat. The other one too that I have is beautiful, man. Just let me know what you want, and I'll get my card squared off by tomorrow. Whew. But I didn't forget about you, just so you know, man. And I got this shirt like they call it a team gear package. It's supposed to be for me when I go to meetings or if I'm live streaming off camera. So they sent this package, and then I got it. I looked at the shirt. I'm like, fuck, can't wear this before Darcy sees it. You know, like Darcy needs to get a shirt first. And then I looked at the draw because I wasn't gonna wear this today. I looked at the draw today. You weren't on the draw though at the time. And I said to my wife, I said, well, Darcy's not gonna be there today, so I'm gonna wear the shirt, right? So I wore the shirt for the first time in your hair, like, fuck. I feel so bad about it. Yeah, but I didn't forget about you, man. I didn't forget about you. I was waiting for them to kind of figure out my discounts and stuff too, but they haven't done that yet. It would be funny if the first thing I said was like, "Wow, what the fuck's my shirt?" Is that mine? I think it without anybody saying it anyway, man. Honestly, I really do, man. But yeah, just look at it because they have all new designs now too. In the sweater, I don't know if you've seen the sweater, but they got the Tyler's Tire sweaters. Fuck, they're so nice, man. I got one, right? It's beautiful, so comfy, man. They have jackets and stuff too. You know, they just pull out. They're constantly every month they're coming up with new designs and stuff, right? And if you have something like your own design, you want to get like your own logo done, you do that shit too. It's only a little bit extra. I'm gonna ask him though. You know what? I'm gonna call Damon tomorrow because he's calling me tomorrow for a meeting. But I'm gonna ask him about whether or not he can personalize this. Right? Because if I ask him, they don't just do it. He's the boss, right? Don't have no choice but to do it. You just want it in the back, right? Yeah, just in the back, right? Do you want Darcy on the side too? Well, I guess it wouldn't have that. Yeah, on this side you would have it. Yeah. I'll let you know what he says tomorrow. Okay. Jules, who won the first game? Okay. Thank you. Okay, 1-0. He's Jewish, so they have big parties. Oh, that's even bigger party.
tons of food and crazy expensive gifts, man. That's what they are all the time. Like, they'll buy them like $300 Mercedes toy cars for like a newborn.
I could see how his son came out for the tournament. So they had also they cleared a big aisle. It's like 203 people.
Yeah.
And they cleared the aisle. All of a sudden, here's Pong Pong and this tiny little remote control barrel comes out, and his son's sitting in it.
Jeez.
And somebody had it on a remote control. Was driving up the crowd. It was like a 10-minute race.
Crazy, man. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I used to work like for a bouncer thing. That used to like set up bouncers everywhere for parties, and I do a lot of the Filipino parties, man. It's always like that. Lots of people, shitload of food, man. And they don't buy like KFC stuff. They all like it's all like Filipino food usually, right? And they'll pay some get catered to like bring in a shitload of food.
The party was at Brent's hotel this year, so it was all catered by the hotel.
Oh wow.
They still did Filipino food.
Ah, that's cool, man. They know how to celebrate birthdays, those guys. I always tell my kids, make friends with the Filipino kids. You'll have good friends for birthday parties.
Best birthdays I've been to for especially a little kid.
Yeah. No, they don't look at it like that. It's just like a special, every birthday special, right? And even more so when they get to like the 15th birthday, that's when they go all out, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
Can't let him see me. Still hitting a light.
Where did that?
Gotta go on camera.
Oh, yeah. Like, why is that one light just hanging loose like that anyway?
Why I was trying not to get punched out, right?
Oh, there's two lights hanging there. Shit. That's funny shit. Oh, that's funny. Some guy just walked into like a hanging light, man. He just banged his head right into it. It sounded like somebody, like a piece of metal hit glass. All right. Back at the focus, man. I've been kind of sidetracked a little bit here. Just trying to help out a friend here looking to get some jam up gear. That was a funny moment though, because his light's just hanging there. Nobody's bothering the light, but this dude just walked into it. I guess he was tall enough, but he must have been on his phone or something, and he walked straight into the light, man. It was like a complete funny blooper moment that we didn't get a chance to see on TV, but all of us that are here right now watching this match are all seeing it. We all laughed about it. And like most of the servers aren't extremely tall, right? So they didn't have to worry about running into a light. That's like kind of like the perfect height. But I don't understand why they have these lights hanging down like that. There's just no point. They don't serve a purpose. Well, he's got the shot on the 3 and a breakout angle here for the 2 ball, and he should be able to hold shape for that 7 ball. If not, he's got the 4 ball available. I don't mind taking the 7 ball here. I feel like if you take that 4 ball, you could be okay too, but then you have to be a little bit more precise on the shot for shape. And I feel like if you just make the 7 ball, maybe just hit it with a little bit below center, you should be able to stun towards that 14 ball and have the shot on the 14. I'll have to go by his instincts, though, and what he feels is right. Just playing the pace shot. And he'll have the shot on the 2, so it's good enough pace. Doesn't look like you can really do much with it, though. As far as for the 7 ball, he's going to take it to the corner just to make up for it. He'll miss the shot. I see that time and time again when somebody makes an adjustment like that and they shoot too fast and they end up coming up short on the shot. Oh, and then he misses that 9 ball. It's becoming a game of nerves already. And he misses that 7 ball. Is he going to get lucky on the leave? Well, yeah, he kind of did. I mean, he left him a shot on the 13, maybe a back cut on the 11 ball. They were just going to play safety here. Smart shot. And he bumped that 11 ball over enough just to make sure that it kind of gets in the way for anything. If he tries to jump or anything like that. Makes the hit, almost made the shot.
What kind of phone you got? Oh, so you can just screenshot whatever you want and send me the picture. Okay, they don't know. But are you sure about the small, man? This is an extra large. Yeah. Okay. I'll trust you, man. I just know I always get worried because it's like size small American, size small Chinese. Really small, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, he's gonna come up short on that shot. He's having a rough day at the table today, man. Usually he's on point. What's that? Yeah, that's what it was. He's gonna miss that too. Oh no. It's a game of nerve and pressure here. Well, I'm gonna come back here and join you guys in the room again because I was away for a second. All right, I'm back. Ooh. Jealous people, says Jason. Oh, you're talking about the haters, yeah. And he says reason why you don't own a jump cue. Yeah, well, that was tough, man. And that's what I was saying, you know, like if you have a jump cue, you make those jump shots. But if you don't have one, do you make a jump shot when you have to? I mean, maybe you have the practice, right? Maybe you have teammates that have jump cues and you just practice with it whenever you get a chance. But I think the people that own jump cues have a better understanding of their jumper, right? So they're more comfortable in those situations. And I don't know how Dervish got that game, man, but it was an ugly win. I said it, but I used to be his teammate, so I can't get away with it. He knows I mean no harm by it.
Jonathan Dabbs, how you doing? Says, where did the rest of the leather pocket stream go? Not that I don't like your stream, but I've been following the other one. LOL. I'm not sure. They kind of break off in between matches. You know, maybe they're having a supper break, something like that. But they'll probably get back on right away. Steven Roberts, yeah, I'm not sure, man. Wants to know if the other guys are going live anymore. They should be going live still. They should be going live still. All right, we're going to move into rack number 4. Jules Chartier to break. A rough rack on that one, man. Gonna have to shake it off now, and the best way to shake it off is just, you know, trying to run a table next. But with that kind of break right there, I can't see a run happening anytime soon on this rack. I mean, the only options really got is where the 8-ball's sitting by the side pocket. I don't know what else you're gonna do there. Yeah, this comes down to, you know, who makes that 8-ball by accident, really. It's been almost an hour. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. You know, they could have been taking a break, like I said, for supper maybe. But another thing too is maybe like they wanted to focus on like on the A side or whichever side they were doing, right? And maybe the matches were kind of all playing in between, so there was a bit of a break while they're waiting for those matches to end. Now I feel the pressure, though. I feel like I have to perform here. I'm kidding, man. I always feel like I got to perform. Yeah, smart thing to do. This table's kind of messy. It'll be a bit of a safety battle. Although this shot here might just open everything out depending what he chooses to do. Oh, and there goes the 8-ball. He's on the hill. Yeah. It's going to come down to whoever made that 8-ball first, and ended up being Jill that made that 8-ball by accident. I guess that's one good way to like finish a really nasty rack fast. Because that was going to be a nasty one, man. That was going to be like a one pocket match, but with only one pocket available for both players. He's breaking for the match now. And look at this spread. Oh, it was almost perfect, man. Well, it's still pretty perfect. I like this. I feel pretty confident here he's going to run this table out. We'll put the commentator's curse out there, see if it's real. I don't think it's real, man, but some people say it is. I mean, there's a little bit of a situation here, so maybe he won't run it out, but I feel like he can, so he should. Yeah, we have to go low ball here for the finish, though. You like to go high ball here, but it's tougher to run high ball. He's going to take a stab at the high ball anyway. Maybe he's going to come down table right away. Came up a little bit short on this shot. He'll just have to be patient here. Deciding to be patient. It just wasn't the right time to take that 14 ball. I could help him set up for the 9. Need those balls to get split open a little bit, and they do. And now he's got to figure out the line here to be able to hold shape for the 12 next. He's going to have to go and finish down at the bottom of the table. Take a look at his line. Not bad. He's going to end up kind of straight on this 13 ball, though, which is not what he wants. Do you go down right now? I don't think you do. Yeah, I had no choice but to play the cue ball through there and try to create an angle. He's going to have a follow-through angle now. this is going to be like an all-in moment for him. Got to watch out for that 7 ball, which is hitting below that 2 ball. It's in the path. Oh, he avoided it though with a little bit of extra spin, and unfortunately for him, he's left himself a really difficult cut here on this 14 ball. Now, even if he makes this, to get shape on the 9 ball is going to be another thing, man. It's almost like you have to fire this one with as much follow-through power as you got and just kind of hope for the best, which is never something I recommend to do, but perhaps he feels like that's the only thing that's left here is just a Hail Mary shot. He's assessing to see if he can back cut it to the bottom left corner, but that wouldn't have helped him out much. Oh, and he almost paid back that 8 ball. So close. Wow. He's smiling right now because he knows, man, he's just got away with robbery there. That should have been a bad result. Instead, he's still okay. Still has a chance to win this match. Well, I've seen people come back from these situations. It always starts with the first shot in the first rack. And he's in the middle of finishing that first rack to get on the scoreboard. I need to go grab a water. That was a nice shot. Simple, but to the point. Eight is good, and he's on the board. And that might have been just the right rack for him, just to get him going. We'll see. Definitely feels good to be on the board, though. Dry break. I'm just doing something here. Well, this looks like the perfect table to finish. But I said that last time, and I believe that I said the commentator's curse is not real. I was wrong. I really don't believe in it, though. I feel like, usually things like that happen on the table has more or less to do with the way the player's playing and the amount of focus they have on the shot. Because, like, when I tried doing the commentator's curse with guys like Randy Baggett that barely miss, they still don't miss. They usually still run the table out. Still has to figure out something for this 8 ball. I think you have to take that 7 ball here. If you take that 6, you're going to draw it back. You're not going to have much of a shot on it in the 7. Yeah, that was the right choice. Make the 7, then you got the 6 here. Now, it looks like there's a path for this 8 ball to go to the bottom right corner. So if that's it, that's where he's going to find it. Yeah, that's it. He found it. And this will be for the match. It's in. 5-1, the final score. We will reset the table real quick. Reset the scoreboard real quick. I got to update the challenge bracket here. 5-1. 2-1. Yeah, and then 65. All right, so we're in the championship match now. And we got to wait for Dervish to come back. I'll set up the scoreboard in the meantime. And we'll keep Dervish on the right side because Miles won the A side. So he has to go on the left side first set. And they did race to 6 last time even. So they might do race to 6 even again. Just waiting for them to get this match going. That's Miles warming up right now. While he's doing that, let's check out these ugly Christmas sweaters from Jam Up Apparel. They say they're ugly, man, but I don't think they're that ugly. I think they're kind of creative. $49.95 for these if you're looking for them on jamupapparel.com. This is my favorite one right here. I don't know why they say it's ugly, man. And there's Baby Jesus. Don't forget about Baby Jesus, man. That one might be ugly. I don't know. I'll say it's not. That's the logo you're looking for, though. jamupapparel.com. Here's some of the hats. They're about to get started here right away. My favorite hat right there. I'm wearing it right now. There's my other favorite hat. I'm wearing that tomorrow. Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't. But I wear one of these 2 hats like every day, man. Wherever I go, I represent pool no matter what. But it's harder to represent pool when you're wearing the Predator hat because if you're not a pool player, you have no idea what that means. You're looking like, why is this guy advertising he's a Predator? Right? It's like, no, man, it's a pool name. It's pool gear, dude. Don't you know how to play pool? Everybody knows Predator. Actually, I had some people ask me, like, what is that? What is that Predator hat? What does it stand for? It's pool, man. Oh, okay. All right, so we're in rack number 1, championship match. And like I said, these guys are like all hard, man. So they're not gonna be splitting here. They're gonna be playing for it. There's pride on the line, man. When you got pride on the line, nothing else matters. And this is the second time I've seen these guys match up in a tournament here. I want to say the last time it went to Miles' way, and the first time they met today was in the A-side final, and it went Miles' way as well.
See you next time, man.
See you, man. Have a good night.
I looked at that tournament. I shot bad all day.
I thought you were making a turnaround there with that last game that you won. I was like, okay, this is it, perfect for you, right? But that was a nice break from him. That was there. Yeah.
Mine was shitty when the A-ball was up.
I can't believe that shit. That was the nastiest break I've seen in my life.
My break never worked all day. Like
If that apple doesn't go to the side pocket like that, it's an okay one, right?
exactly.
But
Yeah.
because it did, it made it nastier. Because it's like there was no pocket.
No, exactly. They're all there.
That's right, yeah.
All right, we'll see you next time.
I'll see you, man. And Jill's calling her night. Even if he makes it, it's going to be impossible to find a shot on the 11 ball, man. Yeah, he was in a bad situation. And mainly because he didn't have something for the 11 ball, so you had to force it to be able to get something for the 11 ball. And when they're forcing the shot, it's like the more you have to force the shot, the lower the percentage it is for you to make it, unless you're making the small adjustments that matter, right? Which is reducing the amount of spin and being careful on your delivery, right? Making sure they have more of a punch draw than you have through stroke. It's going to start off with a 4 here. There's a combination available for that 3 and 5, so he's going to use it at some point. It might actually be now. However, he's got a shot on that 7 ball too, so he doesn't have to do that yet if he doesn't want to. He can take that 7, set up for the 3, and then, work his way through the pack. He'll play the combo though. Oh, and he got lucky there. It could have been a situation where he didn't have nothing on that 7 ball, but he's got enough on it. I mean, he's always had the 2 ball anyway. But if he left that 3 and 7 tied up, that's a bad situation for him. Opens up the 6 ball, which was one of the biggest problems that he had. I like it taking the 6 here instead of the 2. We'll see what he decides to do. Yeah, I like the 6 better. It just gave you the right angle to come up for the 2 ball. You just play this off the cushion and back to the middle here. Same here. Just off the cushion, back to the middle. And see how much more relaxed the player looks when they're just following through on the shot versus when they're forcing the shot by drawing. You can see it. It's just he's more fluid at the table when he's playing like that. And that's for anyone, really. One of the biggest things that I talk about, which I haven't talked about in a long time, is the big circle and the small circle, right? So this is a champion mentality that I always speak about, which I haven't done in a while now, though. But the big circle, usually that's where all your thought process and everything like that is going. So pattern play, shot adjustments, extra thoughts, pressure mentality, anxiousness, nervousness, crowd distractions, right? All that stuff that you feel when somebody walks by and you see them, you're about to shoot and you see them. Well, you're in the wrong circle, man. You got to back up because you're in the big circle still. So then you reset. And once you get all that stuff out of your way and you go down to shoot, the only thing that's left is just a small circle. When you teach yourself how to think like that and how to approach the game this way, you become a lot better, more accurate at the table. There's less flaws to your game. Oh, the two's going to go in, and what do we got for options here? Oh, man, we're stuck to solids. He almost had the options to be able to do whatever he wanted, but no, he's kind of stuck on solids here. It's not really that bad of a thing, though. I mean, the 8-ball needs to be broken out no matter what, whether you're solids or stripes. Five ball is going to be a bit of a situation, too. I mean, if you can just get it to the middle of the table, you can just cut to 5. But other than that, that 5 ball is kind of in a tough spot right now. Taking a look at it to make sure. He could just kind of hold a cue ball there for that 5 ball next. Or you can just take that 6 ball, which is fine too. Now, he might have the shot, but he may not have the angle that he wants, so he's going to have to come back to that 5, and that's what was making that 5 ball a bit of a dangerous ball, is that you either get to it or you're going to have a hard time getting to it. He might be able to break out the 8 ball here, but I'm not sure you really want to do that. Only because I don't think he's going to get much of a follow-up if he goes for the breakout here. And now he's going to have to take that 5 ball. And this is going to be perfect for that 5. It's got the nice angle here to be able to get shape for that 7 ball also, but he's going to have to be very precise on the shape for the 7 if he wants to be able to break out the 8 ball from there. Good time for the drawing here. So we're hitting this, going up here, and then coming over here a little bit. Just like that. He missed the shot though. And he had almost the perfect angle there to be able to break out the 8 ball too. And Dervish has a bit of a tough table here himself, you know, but definitely a lot of opportunity here for him to be able to finish this rack. He might be able to break into things here with this shot right now if he wants to. Opts not to. I guess he doesn't have to break it out. The 13 goes to the side. It also goes to the top left corner. Yeah, this is kind of a thinking situation here. Make the right choice right now, you get the finish. Make the wrong choice, and you will be in a situation once again. It looks like you might have the breakout angle here on the 13 to bump open that 9 and 8. He didn't take it though. And he's leaving this 9 ball a little bit too long here. It's going to be what's going to cost him this rack, perhaps. Yeah, I like that. So you can make this 10 to the side, and then you're going to split open that 9 automatically, but you're not going to be guaranteed to have a shot on the 9. This is where the luck factor comes in a little bit. All he really needs to do here is just separate him a little bit, and then he can settle for the 9 in the top left corner for the finish. That's what I'd be doing here, just to get a little separation only. Well, that's going to work out a lot better. Not the way I had planned at all. You'll still have to come up with a really fine cut on this one, though. You can see from this angle, it's pretty tight, but definitely makeable. Ooh, and he missed the shot. Is the 9 coming to the rescue? It did. Tough situation to be in here because how do you really play safe, man? Even if you take the cue ball at top table, you're going to give him a chance for a bank side. Jason Grismore, how do you feel this game will go with these two? Well, last time it went 6-4. That was earlier today. And it's hard to tell with these guys. Like, they're good players, but sometimes they get into scrappy racks, you know? It was good. Darcy on the side says foul. I was like, it's a good shot. And Darcy says foul, and everybody just stops and looks at him like, what? 1-0. Tied at 1, and we're moving into rack number 3 now. Yeah, the boys are back now on the Leather Pocket. They just started streaming 20 minutes ago. How much is left of this tournament, Jason? This is the last match. Well, depending. This is first set. And Stephen Roberts says, I do like your stream and commentary. Thank you. I know that. I know you guys, it's tough to choose between them and I when we're both streaming, right? So I get it. And I don't mind, honestly. It's I stream a lot. I stream a lot. And my stream's always going to be the same consistent quality and commentary. And, there's every now and then there's the funny moments you may miss, but those guys do a great job. And, and I like supporting them too, man. If I wasn't streaming right now, I'd be watching them. Jonathan Dash says, always a good stream, Rod. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Pascal DuPont, how you doing? Adam Gwynn, welcome to the stream. Art Lamron, how you doing, man? A fine cut on that one. And a whole lot of a mess here in front of him, man. Oh, man, what do you do here? Even if you masse this, it might follow through. Jumping this isn't really a good option either. Off the horn, I like that. Maybe masse and off the horn and into the ball. That can kind of break things open, too. I know how he's thinking, man. We have fairly similar styles. I like to think I'm a little bit more methodical, but, we'll see. He's gonna go for the kick shot instead. Oh, he's gonna hit that 4 ball. That'll be a ball in hand. Oh, they got a trivia thing going on at this party next to us here. And question number 4: Beavis and Butthead are an iconic 1990s cartoon. Which band is featured on Beavis's T-shirt? Oh man, I can't remember that. Isn't it Metallica? Doesn't Beavis always have the Metallica on his shirt? That's a good question. You guys know the answer to that one? Beavis and Butthead. What is the band featured on Beavis's T-shirt? I have to look it up now. I want to say it was Metallica, but maybe it was AC/DC. Hang on. Look them up right now. They got trivia going on over here, man. I'm going to get absorbed by it. Butthead. Fire, fire, fire. That's all I remember watching those guys. Yeah, it's AC/DC. That's what it was. No, wait. One wears AC/DC, the other one wears Metallica. Yeah. I can't even believe that I remember that, man. It's been so long since I watched a Beavis and Butthead episode. But I used to love watching those guys. They were kind of stupid, but you know, it was just, I don't know, it was the 90s, right? 90s were kind of stupid. Everybody was like into that stuff. Not too long after that, they came out with that King of the Hill series, which was another. I have no idea how some of these cartoons made it in the 90s, man. There's another one. This 1997 movie was the first to gross over $1 billion. 1997. Face Off. John Travolta. I think that was one of those movies that was like super big back in those days. I wish they would show me the answers, man. Beavis and Butthead. And you guys remember watching that growing up? They were like cool though, right? I don't know. I guess they were cool in the 90s, man. A part of me is hoping that Miles will win this game. You know, that way we just call it a night. I get to wrap things up and go see my little man. I think he's mad at me because, you know, since he's been born, like he's heard my voice only a few times. He's barely seen me. I've just been busy. And even when I've been home, I've been so busy with work, with doing my graphic work and all that stuff. That's just no real time, man. Sometimes I'll hold him in my arm and I'll try to do my graphic work, you know, while I'm holding him in my arm. But that only lasts for so long. Eventually, I got to put him down so I can do my work. But I came back to Winnipeg last night, and as soon as I seen him, he's kind of like looking around because he can hear my voice, and I guess he's probably thinking, you know, like, is this on the phone again, or is he here? You know, is my idol here? I'm not really his idol, but I will be one day. And then all I hear is like grunting, man, like he's all mad, like as if he was telling me off, you know, like, where you been, bro? You know, he's supposed to be my papa. Where you at, boo? Like that's what I translate all the baby grunting into, but it was probably more like, why did you leave me here? I miss you, something like that, you know. Or maybe he was just asking for breast milk. I don't know. We all have those moments as a parent where we imagine what our kids are saying when they don't make sense at all, right? And he doesn't do any baby sounding anything yet. Mainly he just does grunting, right? He was supposed to be born, I believe he was supposed to be born today, but he was born 25 days ago. Original due date, though, was supposed to be today, so happy birthday, son, even though you came early. 2-1. Yeah, and then even when I go home, I got lots of things to do because there's write-ups that I haven't done yet. I had a write-up for the Andrew Thomas Memorial. I haven't done it yet. I've done some of it, And then I have right up for the meet and greet that we had, the meet and mingle event, which, by the way, there's going to be another one of those in January. It's strictly social pool, man. They're not really playing to win. They're playing to just meet each other, hang out. It's a really fun event. We had 32 players come out last time, and it was very entertaining. And then I still got to do a write up for Swan Lake 7th annual 8-ball tournament that I just covered over the last weekend. And I got a lot on my plate right now. Not to mention, I got to start doing all the graphic work for the King of the Hill that's coming up in a couple of weeks too. That's going to be a really great event, man. Jason Klatt won it last time around in December against Jeff Clare. But ever since then, Jeff Clare has had Jason Klatt's number. Lots of new names in this lineup, though. And some of the people that played in it before that didn't play in the last one are coming on this one, too. So it's going to be a very entertaining King of the Hill. I don't know if I have the poster up here. I used to have the poster up here. Yeah, there it is. King of the Hill. December 10th and 11th. 9-ball. It's going to be amazing, man. One of the best events here in Winnipeg, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is not because I created it or because, I run it. It's because I truly believe that it's one of the most competitive formats for any player here in Manitoba. And usually it's a winner take all. So this time it's not going to be a winner take all. It's pretty much a winner take most. And the reason why I did that is because, I didn't want to have 32 players come in here, all of them playing for only one guy to walk out with $3,200. I didn't think that was fair. I'm okay with the 16-player format, and then having one winner. That's true King of the Hill format. But when we expanded it, I wanted to make sure that there was other people that were getting rewarded for the efforts, man. Because you play 6 matches, you walk out with nothing. That's just it's not right. I mean, it could be if you know what you're signing up for, but it's Christmas time, right? And I don't want people to come out and not have a chance to win. So there's going to be some nice payouts for everyone. And I usually have the King of the Hill around this time in December because of Christmas also, right? It's a lot of pool players, there's a lot of them that are successful that have jobs and, their own companies and stuff so they can afford to, just go and play in tournaments and all that. But there's players out there that they rely on the income that they make on the pool tables for them to be able to have the better months or the better weeks in their year, right? And Christmas time, everybody knows Christmas is always a tough time, especially nowadays with the inflation of everything, and everything getting much more expensive. So the King of the Hill just gives a pool player a chance to be able to have a really good Christmas. But of course, they got to earn their way up there. They got to beat everyone in order to win it all. This time around, top 4 get paid, so it's going to be pretty good. He's on fire, and I missed one of his games. Oh, no, I didn't. It's 3-1, okay. Dervish just flipped it over for him. Rack number 5, trailing by 2. It's kind of weird because he's been having like a struggling day at the table where he hasn't been playing top-notch form like he usually plays, but he's here. He wasn't playing his best. He found his way to the A-side final, lost to Miles, went to the B-side, didn't play his best in that match either, but he still found a way to win that one, and now he's back here against Miles again. And even then, not playing his best, like I said, and he's only down by 2. Still has lots of chance to be able to win this match. And I don't have any favorites usually, I try not to be one of those people that has a favorite, right? Because then, I don't know, I feel like your commentary kind of is biased and all that kind of stuff. So I try to be neutral all the time, no matter who it is. And then I don't have any favorites usually, I try not to be one of those people that has a favorite, right? Because then, I don't know, I feel like your commentary kind of is biased and all that kind of stuff. So I try to be neutral all the time, no matter who it is. And then I don't have any favorites usually, I try not to be one of those people that has a favorite, right? Because then, I don't know, I feel like your commentary kind of is biased and all that kind of stuff. So I try to be neutral all the time, no matter who it is. Even if it happens to be somebody that supposedly hates me or is a hater, you know, even then I try to be neutral on the stream. But today, I kind of want to go back and see my boy, man. So I'm rooting for Miles right now. But for the record, both these guys were my teammates for a couple of years, so I'm very fond of both of them. And they were both really nice guys, man. They never snapped at me when I didn't finish a table. They never shook their head every time I missed. You know, they were supportive, man. Kind of like the best teammates you can get in the world, really, when they're not worried about you. They're just there for you. He's gonna have to take this to the side now. And the pace is right. 4-1. He's on fire. Dan Anderson says, I have a hard time believing anyone hates you, Rod. Yeah, I wish that was true, man, but you know, I know better. But yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, you know, and I don't understand that either because, you know, I feel like I'm sort of like a humanitarian, right? I care about people, I care about the world, I care about the things that are going on in the world, right? And no, I don't watch the news because that just drives you nuts, man. Stay away from the news, man, honestly. But I do concern myself with things, you know, when I see people on the sidewalks and they're begging for food and money, like I don't know how to not feel bad about that, right? So for me, I'm super in touch with who I am as a human, and I understand how the world works, and I appreciate life altogether. But I don't know, man. Sometimes people just judge you the wrong way, right? You can't help that, and that's okay. That's okay with me, man. I used to get sucked into that stuff, right, and be like, "Oh my God, why do people feel like that about me?" But then it's like, you know, the more I got sucked into it, the worse it got for me mentally, right? So I said, you know, there's no point. There's no point, man. You gotta understand that at some point in this life, you're not gonna make everyone happy, and that's just the way it is. I mean, even your wife, you can make your wife happy every day, but trust me, there are days you're not gonna make her happy. I mean, trust me. um, but you know, it's just the way it is, right? And you can either get consumed by it or just understand that that's just the way the world works, and just keep being you, man. That's my advice to anybody out there that deals with that kind of stuff. You know, just keep being you. Just keep on shining your light, man. Don't worry about the rest. I just try to be good to everyone, man. That's just the way I am. And even to those that are somewhat unfair to me, you know, I still try to be good to them too. And I understand it's not really their fault. You know, maybe it's the way they were raised. Maybe it's just the way they see things. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, whatever it could be, right? But all I know is that two wrongs don't make a right. So I try not to be wrong also. And he's on fire, man. He lost pace there on this 13 ball, though. I'm not sure what he's going to do here, man. This is not good. I mean, he can make the shot, no problem, but to get something on the 8 ball, that would be tricky. Yeah, he tried to go off that 6. I don't think that was going to be possible. And the worst thing about that, he may not get another chance at this table on this rack. Time for a comeback, says Reese. Robert Bassett, how you doing? Eric Hoffman says, have you watched Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe? When did that come out? I have to ask that first because, you know, my memory of Beavis and Butthead was like so long time ago, man. But if it was something, you know, within, because I want to say that Beavis and Butthead kind of disappeared in 2000. Am I right or am I wrong? I feel like they were more like a 90s thing. And I can't remember the last movie, but I watched a few of their stuff that they came out with. Like, I just can't remember right now. But if you give me a year, it might trigger off my memory. But they were cool dudes, man. I mean, maybe not so much now, but they were back then. Just slide overcut on that 13 ball. And Dervish kind of sold that rack there, but he got lucky, man. He got lucky that he got back on the table because it should have been done there on that one. Okay, I got to root for Dervish now. I'm kind of being bad, right? I'm being one-sided here, and it's kind of going one-sided. So, all right. How about I'm gonna wish for a hill matchup with Miles winning it. That's the best case scenario for me. I'll be kind to both my teammates, or ex-teammates, I call them for now. I took a break from them, man. They were just too much to handle. No, they weren't. I don't even know if these guys are still playing on the same team. They might be having their own teams this year. I have no idea. I think Dervish is still playing with Kevin. I don't look at stats or anything like that. When I play League, I just try to do my best all the time. So I haven't really looked at stats, but I did look at my own stats, and I was at a 72% win rate with 25% run out. So I'm actually having a pretty decent year for a guy that's not really playing much. And the only reason I looked at my stats is because the first time I looked at the stat, it was by accident, and it showed that I was like at a 60-something% win rate. And I was like, what? That's 60%. That's so low, man. You know, so I put in efforts, right? I wanted to push up to 70, and then now I'm at 72, and now I'm thinking to myself, well, what a shot. What a shot. We missed the finish there, but that was a beautiful shot. And now you have to cut this 8-ball in. Lots of cushion, but we'll see. Oh, he's going to overcut it. It was a beauty, mate. What a shot. But he didn't get the finish, man, so it doesn't qualify as a highlight of the day anyway. But he did have the highlight of the day earlier, and I just didn't get it because I was watching the shot as a referee. So I was nowhere near my system for me to be able to save the shot. Pepe Navas, bienvenido. Camden Perot says, good shooting, Miles. Then he says, wow. Gene Pico says, that could be the shot of the day, but he missed the 8. No. Yes, that's right. See? Gene knows. Gene watches me. She knows that I got a standard. There's a standard for the highlight of the day, right? So, number one thing is it has to be an exciting shot, right? And if it's a really exciting shot, even if you don't get the finish, I might let that one slide. I have let a few of them slide like that. But normally it has to be a really exciting shot. It's got to be something that gets you a finish, and you have to finish and win that game. Not the match, but the game. As long as you do that, then it's good for it, right? And now the more you make me want to watch that shot, the more it kind of qualifies you for the highlight of the day. Because usually when I see the highlight of the day, I'm like, oh my God, did you guys just see that? And I'll play like 3-4 times, man. Like, honestly, I just can't get enough of that highlight. And yeah, Gene knows. I got standards. Gotta have standards in life, right? Hello, Samantha Jane. I'm on complete survival mode right now, man. It's been like all work, all week, all weekend. And then tomorrow should be my snooze time, right? Where I get to sleep in and enjoy, you know, the quiet time in life. But I believe I have a coaching session tomorrow. And I have a meeting in the morning. So no sleeping in for me, for sure. And maybe no day off tomorrow either if I'm coming out for a coaching session. I take pride in being a coach, though. When people ask me, "Hey, man, can you show me some of the stuff that you know, or can you help my game out?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll do it." I commit, right? I expect my students to commit too, so it's a mutual understanding, right? Like, don't come knocking on my door if you don't want to learn. That's the kind of thing. But if you are going to come knock on my door, make sure that you stay in there for the cause, because I'm going to commit to teaching you the best that I can. And so far, everybody that I've taught has been good like that. They've all taken the knowledge well. They've taken the time to work on it on their own table or wherever they go practice, and to pay attention to everything, right? So it's nice to have students like that are dedicated to learning. And usually when people come to ask me like, "Hey, man, can you teach me or can you help me?" Usually they're at a point where they feel like, "Okay, you know what? I'm ready to grow my game. I want to get to the next level." And not that I'm always going to help you to get to the next level, but I'll say this. I have helped almost everyone that I've taught to get to the next level. And usually some of them can even get them to skip a few levels to get a little bit further than they expected. But you should know that already, man, because I'm streaming and I'm doing commentary all the time, and I'm not always wrong. I'm usually right on my calls. That tells you I got a lot of knowledge, right? But what I can share here on the stream and what I can share in person as a coach is totally different, man, because then we get intimate, right? Then I start showing you the real understanding of the cue ball and how to put a complete game together for you to become the best player that you can be. Okay. I messed up there, man, because I was like, I don't pick favorites, but I said I really want Miles to win. And then I was like, okay, I'll be nice. I said, I want a hill, but I want Miles to win. And then he started coming back. It is what it is, man. Like I was saying, I don't. Yeah. Well, you clipped off like 3 racks there in like 2 minutes earlier, so that gave you a big start.
So both of us, like, he even said he's like shaking all night. But then first we played, shaking was
Yeah. We're good? All right, we're going to resume. Dervish just took a quick bathroom break, but he's back already. So here we go. Rack number 8. Miles Dolovich to break, trying to get on the hill. His opponent, Dervish, is catching up. Asking, you shall receive, they say. And, well, I kind of asked, and it looks like I'm receiving now. Arlene Mann, how you doing? Welcome back. Michael Conover, welcome to the stream. Tom Kayali, welcome to the stream. Is it Kayali or Kayali? I guess you can't really say. Well, you can say 1 or 2. That would tell me. Interesting little break here, man. Like no real starting point. Combination. Gene Peacock says, one of the things I've noticed is players that put way too much English on the cue and then wonder why they didn't get the result they were going for. Yeah, and you're right. See, so and that depends on the player, right? So I find like for me, I'm a side spin player, right? So when I first started playing, I used to play, like everyone else, but then I watched people play and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do side spins. I like side spins. And I got addicted to it. And it took me, many years to really like go through the struggles of adapting until I understood it and was able to master it. But if you're not a master at the side spins and you use them randomly, well, you're going to get burnt more than not, especially when you're playing on a diamond table, because, the minute you put some spin on it, it's going to take off on you, man. But when you're a master at the spin, you know how to make the adjustments to be able to control all that, right? That's where the extensive knowledge comes in for me, that I tell you that I can teach people. I can teach you things that you didn't know were possible to learn. Like example, how to control that cue ball perfectly, even when you're playing side spin. And I don't mean, you don't have to take my word for it, but you guys watch me when I play. You don't see me breaking up balls too often, man, but you always see me playing perfect shape, right? And that's because I have really good cue ball control. There's a combination of things that you need to have in order to become a very competitive player. And a lot of people like to stay away from the side spin because, you know, it's recommended to stay away from it, right? I mean, if you look at people like Joshua Filler, number one, I don't even know if he's number one anymore, but was number one in the world at one point. He's just a straight top to bottom player, all center ball, right? He doesn't really play no side spins. And he's got incredible cue ball control. So you can learn that way too. But there's some disadvantages there that Joshua always comes up short on, and that's because he doesn't work on the side spins, right? So it's kind of like a curse and a blessing, whichever way you look at it, whether you want to learn it or not. For me, I feel like learning it and mastering it, though it took me a little bit longer in the process to be able to master it. Now I have a more complete game because I have the strength to use it and spin whenever I want, and I can simplify my game by going center ball whenever I choose. Therefore, I got more control. But believe it or not, even though I know how to play so much spin with the cue ball, most of my shots that I'm playing are usually played with topspin, which a lot of people don't see other players do that too often either. But if you look at the track record of Federer Gorst, the way he played in the Puerto Rico Billiards event, Predator event, most of his shooting was all with top lefts, top center, and top right. Right? And the reason why he does that and the reason why I do it is because it allows you to have the most control. It allows you to deliver the shots a lot cleaner, which, you know, that's what you need, right? When you're trying to transfer energy for something powerful, there's more energy transfer when you're hitting pure on the shot. And by putting topspin, you're actually hitting it a lot more pure than you would by putting anything below center, which is when you're forcing the ball a little bit. I thought about maybe doing like online lessons for people. That might be a thing. I mean, I have access to a table here at the hangar whenever I want to come down and shoot with people, right? And I guess we can do it through Facebook, right? FaceTime, I think that's what they call it. So yeah, there's a possibility. You know, I mean, I can set up with my software and everything too. I might just do something like that, like online lessons for people. I mean, for me, the goal is to promote and grow the game however I can. So the more people I can help to become better competitors at the table, the more the game grows and the better the competition gets. And that's just a good thing for everyone, except for the people that are losing to the people that I'm teaching. But I'll tell you one thing about me, my qualifications, is I started off as a bar box player. Actually, I'm lying. I started off as a 9-foot player. Then I became an 8-foot player real quick because that's what was available then. Then from there, the bar box era came in and I switched over to a bar box. So I lost touch with the 8-footer. But I played bar box for many years and I'm a pretty good expert in bar box. And then I dedicated myself to playing 9-ball for a long time too on 9-footer. So I have lots of knowledge when it comes to 9-foot. And I've also trained myself as a snooker player competitively too. And the last time I was playing in my practice session, I made a 88 break, and against someone I did a 68. So you know, and that's only within 2 years of me playing because I broke down the game and understood everything about it. So I have different ways that I have knowledge that it will require somebody like me to go through the years that I did of all that extensive training to be able to have that kind of knowledge, right? And most of this knowledge was uncovered through my own efforts, which means that I learned the right way. That was a nice shot. That was a really nice shot. Safety. That was so smart. The right amount of juice, the right amount of punch, and the right amount of speed. That allowed him to play the safety. And now Dervish has to hit his ball because if not, Miles will get on the hill first. Oh, and he doesn't. Instead, he makes Miles' ball, and now he makes the job a little bit easier here for Miles. He'll get a ball in hand. And he'll have to figure out which way to finish this. I like making this 15 and just making the 8 ball in the bottom left corner here, but he's going to try to make it in the bottom right. He came up short, so he's going to have to go bottom left now. And it's in. 8 is in. He's on the hill. 5-3. And Dervish got his back against the wall, and well, if I made the right call, we will see a hill-hill matchup here, and Miles will win on the hill. Let's see how good I know my players. And if he proves me wrong, well, hey, that's okay, man. I'll just wrap things up and go home and see my son. And I shouldn't just say my son, but, you know, he was just born. He's fresh. I got 2 other kids at home too, right? And I love them. I love them to death. They know I love them to death. But I always say, like, I'm going to go home and see my son. And I feel bad because I love my kids. I love them all with all my heart. They're my life. They're the reason why I sacrifice every hour of my life to try to succeed and become more in life for them, right? But the new guy, man, you know, the little guy, Che, he's at home and he's chilling out and he's all new to the world. And, you know, we need some bonding time, man. It's already been a month. I've barely seen him. Okay, no problem. So another washroom break here. Was he gonna break? Okay, he's coming back. Never mind. And we roll resume. 15 goes in the pocket, and he's got a chance here. Yeah, but if my kids happen to be watching this stream right now, just know I love you guys all my heart, man. And if I just saying, you know, I need to go home and see my son, it's just because I'm saying, you know, like the little guy, right? Jay, they know I haven't had a lot of time with them. I'm gonna have a guaranteed 2 weeks at the end of Christmas where I'm gonna have some time with them, at least for a week anyway. But next year is looking busy already, man. And I gotta fit in Vegas somehow in there. I didn't get a chance to go to Vegas last year because I had a couple of other jobs for my other work that I do, and I couldn't turn it down. But this year, I had to go to Vegas, man. I just have to. Never been there, right? I always wanted to make sure that the first time I went there to like compete and win in it. But now, like, I just want to go out there and do the work because you know when I was not there, like people kept asking, like, where am I? Or, where's Rod? You know, and I just want to be there because I know that the viewers kind of wanna have me out there to do the commentary for their big event. I feel honored, you know. I mean, I don't know. It's a special opportunity for sure. Just like Red Deer and Calgary was for me in August. I love going out to Red Deer, man. And I haven't posted any pictures, you know, with all the pool players that I took pictures with, but I will be posting it. I've just been so busy, like I said, no time. And then I think about doing like little things, you know, that won't be so bad. That's gonna be a ball in hand. But then like I think about the things that I should have been doing already that I'm kind of behind on, and then I was like, okay, well I'm gonna do that. And then I get overwhelmed. But I'm gonna get all caught up, I promise. I'll spend this week coming up here trying to get all caught up on everything. It makes me feel bad, you know, because I take a lot of pride in my work, and when I kind of fall behind like I am right now, it makes me feel like I'm not taking enough pride into my work. But that's not the case, man. It's just, you know, time is consuming right now, and every hour that I get is an hour that I don't really feel. Corey dual shot time. He's gonna play it through instead. That's a better option, actually. Unless he doesn't get rewarded. No, he's okay. He's okay. These guys were telling me earlier that it's hard for them to get like that mental focus, like that killer mentality, because they're both teammates, right? So it's tough to go in for the kill and that kind of stuff. But you can see here that Miles is finding the finish line now, and he's definitely going in for the kill. He's off angle here on this one though. I like following this through to the left rail, just stick to the left rail and then cutting the 8 ball on the top right. He's going to try to force his way around, and did he get enough for it? Well, it's a possibility. It definitely goes. Oh, and he hit the horn. It doesn't go in. Oh, no. That was for the finish, and I was thinking, oh, man, it's going to be over 6-3, but instead, a missed shot on the 8 ball is going to bring Dervish to the table. He's going to have a chance to get going on this one. He needs to come back 2 games here just to tie it up and go to the hill. It's going to come out weird on this 9 ball, so he'll be settling for the 13 ball instead. And just take this off the cushion back to the right side of the table. You can take it to the middle, but it's better to go to the right. What kind of angle does he got here? Can he just play this through? Yeah, he can. You can just roll this up to the rail and back. I'm surprised he went this way. Oh, look at that. He just avoided the scratched. He could have scratched on that one. But he doesn't. He's on the board again. 5-4. Trailing by 1. And Miles got to shake this one off, man, because that was his. But maybe he felt a little guilty, man. I don't know. Team guilt trip, you know? Ermelinda, where's the commentating for this? I'm commentating right now. Are you not hearing me? Or wait, I got to turn on my phone. I got to see if you can hear me or not. Oh, yeah, I know. You can hear me. If you can't hear me, you might have to exit the stream and come back in, maybe. Adrian Hunter, how you doing? Robert DeMeno Jr., welcome to the stream. Noella Mable, how you doing? Karen Okani McDonald, welcome to the stream. They're playing some Beatles right now, man. Now, that's one thing you may not know about me, but I actually grew up as a Beatles fan. And I don't know if it was ever like something that I was meaning to be, but my dad was like a big Beatles fan. So yeah, like all the Beatles records and all. It's kind of like an old thing now, right? I think like if you like the Beatles, you're an old man. But you know, I'm not gonna say that, even though I just did. It's weird, man. It's like when people talk about like artists from like the 1940s, and you're like, how old are you? But I mean, I speak about some of those guys too, you know, because I love the blues, like Muddy Waters, Holly Wolf, Etta James. I'm all about the blues, man. I love the blues. And most of the good blues is all like 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, right? And then there's lots of remakes ever since, right? There's lots of people that remake the stuff from back in the day. And the reason why is because back in the day, those songs, that music that was made in the early, 1930s and 40s and 50s, a lot of that stuff wasn't copyrighted because copyrights weren't a thing yet. So everybody was stealing everybody's lyrics and beats, man, Nowadays, you try to do that kind of stuff and you're going to be tied up in court forever, man. You're going to be tied up in court for so long that you're going to wish you were really successful so you can pay off all your debt. He's at the finish line. He's looking to finish this time. I told him earlier too, man, that I felt bad for Dervish. I was like, we're going to make this a hill with Miles winning at the end. So he knows that. So now he's going to try to close up before we get to that scenario. Got to be careful here. Oh, he almost didn't make that shot, and he lost the cue ball a little bit here. Does it go to the corner for the finish? Can't really tell from here, man, but it looks like it might be a tight squeeze. It goes in, and he's going to win the match. 6-4, the final score. What a finish. What a finish, man. I was close, right? Because I was like, hill, but I was so close, man. And, this is the thing. They played on the A-side final. The score was 6-4 for Miles Dolovich. They play in the championship match, 6-4, Miles Dolovich again. Consistency is key, man. And he was consistent today. That's the reason why he is this week's Open 8-ball champion. What a great finish, man. That was fun. That was fun. I had a good time. I don't know if you guys did, but I did, man. If you guys want to have more of a good time, make sure you guys tune in to watch the stream on December 10th and 11th. The King of the Hill, winner take most 9-ball. What an exciting event this is going to be. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to regret watching this. I don't care what's going on in December 10th and 11th anywhere in the world. You're going to want to watch this one, man. This will be a big one, a very big one. And, well, that's going to be it for now. But, let's do, I don't know, let's do a little shout out to Predator. Why not? Looking for a nice bar box? Check out the Predator Apex 7-foot diamond or 7-foot diamond table, 7-foot Predator table. Oh my God, I'm gonna get fired for that one. And if you want to get that, maybe you want to get a set of lights to go with it too. Check out the Arena Billiard light engineered by Lucid Ball Sports. Consistent illumination, and I'm telling you, this is the best quality light in the world. It is the absolute best. There's so many reasons why I can tell you it's the best, but just trust me, it's the best. You can go look at all the reviews, watch all the video footage that you can that's available out there with this lighting system, and you're going to see what I mean. Best lighting in the world, man. And if you're into lights, maybe that's your thing. Well, you can maybe go for the 9-foot Apex, which has the LED lighting on the legs, as you can see here on the screen. Lights up your room, makes it a little bit more, pleasurable when you're playing at the table in your basement. And those 9-footers are made with high carbon steel frame for strength and durability. They also come with a Predator cloth, and they're just amazing, man. The drop pocket sound that you get from the 9-foot table is incredible. It's so addicting that it makes you want to keep playing pool no matter what. You just want to hear the balls drop in the pocket, man. Beautiful, beautiful tables, man. And, well, I said man so many times. I think I'm going to keep track how many times I say man in a day. There's probably a lot. I should have been a hippie. I really should have been. And we'll do a jam up and Predator and jam up commercial real quick before I call it a day. JamUpApparel.com is where you want to go. And for those of you looking to order Jam Up Apparel here in Canada, you can do so through Jeff Wanless at the Leather Pocket in Calgary. He's one of the distributors in Canada, and I'm the second distributor here in Canada. So if you guys want to message me, you can let me know. We can help you guys out, get you all set up, and we'll go from there. Let me know. JamUpApparel.com is where you want to go to check out the gear, though. See what you like. And, well, I don't know. Let's check out the last highlight. Why not? Or should we? Yeah, we'll do it. It might have been something I regretted, but no, it was just a nice, simple draw shot here to be able to play safe. Really smart shot from Miles. And the pool wisdom, the more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle.
Does that mean I'm actually a 6 now?
I guess so, yeah. They're probably going to bump you up, man.
Second place every fucking time, so it's about time.
Yeah, good for you, man. All right, let's do this again. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle. Get to those tables and become the champion within. Your time is coming, but you got to get out there and earn it, man. And you got to put in the hours. I'm telling you right now, the best players in the world, they put in minimum 5 hours a day, okay? You don't have to be the best player in the world, but if you want to get closer to the level, you have to start off with at least 6 to 7 hours a day, right? You put that kind of time in, and you don't have to do it like every day, but if you do it, let's say at the beginning of your growth, we'll call it the beginning of your growth, you do it for 4 days out of the week at first. Eventually, you're going to master all the skills. You're going to be able to cut that down to 3 to 4 hours a day, twice a week, 3 times a week. All the work starts off at first, and then eventually you can kind of lay back a little bit. It's all about maintenance from there on. but I'm waiting for you to become the champion within. Make sure you bring your A game because I'll be ready for it. And no, we will not be back with another stream shortly. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for liking and sharing the stream. Those of you guys that did. Those of you that didn't, well, you owe me for next time, man. And if this is your first time watching us here on Q Sports Live on Facebook, make sure you guys like and follow our page. And for me, go to my link here on this post and go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I got 18 people that are subscribed so far. I need to get to 1,000. Now, just so you understand, you're not giving me any money when you go and subscribe to my channel, but you're opening the doors for the possibility for me to be able to make some income from what I do. And when you do that, what you're doing is not really helping me, but you're helping the future of pool here in Manitoba, because everything I do is about the future here in Manitoba. So if you do that, I'll appreciate it. The players in Manitoba appreciate it. And thank you for that if you already did. Honestly, I really appreciate it. My name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can do so. If you want to message me to come out to your town and cover your event, let me know at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. Anything else that you want to do, let me know at cslmanitoba@gmail.com. If you want to support me via PayPal or e-transfer, that's the same thing, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. And on that note, I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. It was a great tournament today. Every Sunday is always special, man. Next Sunday is going to be even a little bit more special. I'm telling you, I got the feeling right now. The vibes are in the air. It's going to be a really good one. But don't take my word for it. Come back next week and check it out for yourself. You'll see what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Honestly, it's been a pleasure, man. We'll see you at the tables next time. Until then, have a good night, everyone. Cheers. Oh, wait, I can't cut out because some people said some comments here real quick, so I got to get to those. Dan Anderson says, thank you. You're welcome. Gene Pico says, congratulations, Miles. He's going to be happy about that. And Gene says, great commentary as always, Rod. Thank you. Appreciate it. And that was it. All right. So on that note, we'll see you at the tables next time, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to enjoy the best that I can for this evening. I'm going to go home and see my son right away. Have a good night, guys. Cheers. Sorry, I said that again. Going to go home and see my kids again. Plus my little guy. All right. Sorry, kids. I try to correct it. I'll see you guys right away. Cheers.